Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Sashay Away with Barry. I am here with Gavin.
Hi.
First time here.
Yay,
virgin. She's a virgin.
Get that cherry pop.
DJ is also here, and Peter. You will recognize them from previous episodes, of course. We are recapping RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 4, episode 9, Sex and the Kitty Girls 3, and we are all wearing our Kitty Girl.
Wow, we're doing the same movements too. We're like,
I'm also wearing my leopard pants in honor of it. Yes. And my favorite original kitty girl, Shangela.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And my favorite kitty girl.
And she's wearing shade.
Trinity, that Barry got me.
Shade.
Which took a lot since you don't like Trinity.
I know. I support when people support other queens.
Yeah.
I am clean shaven.
Ooh.
Because I did drag last night, everyone.
Yeah.
I wore this beautiful gown that's over here that you can't see.
Miss Marie Antoinette.
But I literally shaved my whole face, which I don't do very often, and painted myself ghost white. Which is a big stretch for me, because I'm very, very white, as you can see. But it was fun. I had a great time at the mask party, but we are here to talk about Drag Race and not about my attempts at drag. But before we do that, it is a brunch episode. Not that we're having brunch, but they had brunch on this episode.
Yeah.
I don't know why they drink Cosmos at their brunch.
Yeah.
We drink mimosas.
Yes.
Cheers,
Cheers.
ladies. My glass says me on it, just so you're all aware.
What? Say anything.
Yours doesn't say nothing.
You ain't nothing.
Push yes.
That's okay. I'm okay with it. So we start our episode with the after elimination, as we always do. And Naomi just tells us that she is a good performer.
Yeah.
Who's gonna dispute that?
Yeah, she is a good
I mean,
performer.
I think she's been, this season, she's been proving herself, so.
Yeah, she was kind of invisible on her season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though she made top 3, I just thought she was kind of boring.
Yeah, she snuck in at the very end, kind of like she did on All Star.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because it wasn't a strong,
Yeah.
crew. But
Gavin doesn't know any of this.
I don't know
he doesn't
any of
watch the
this,
show.
so I'll jump in when we talk about this episode.
We're talking about
Gavin and I talked. Gavin just watched the episode for the second time.
Refresher.
And so you're going to get a good perspective from him because he doesn't know any of these
Any of
queens.
the backstory.
He is literally only basing it on this episode. So you're going to get an interesting perspective.
Yeah. Yes, okay.
I think. So Gavin has a lot to say. I don't know that he does, but I hope he does. Trinity is gagged and Monique is gooped.
Yep. That's Monique's word.
That's her word. She has
The goopery.
claimed it as her own. There's going to be a trademark next to it. I don't know what she's doing with that.
T-shirt.
A t-shirt, yeah.
There would definitely be a t-shirt. And then they asked Naomi why she sent Manila home. And in her confessional, not in the room, she had the best answer. I sent Naomi home, or Manila home, because I wanted to.
Yeah.
That's really all you need to say.
That's it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have did the same thing if I was Naomi, but as a fan, I'm disappointed in Naomi, so I know we can't have it both ways.
You're disappointed as her on the show, or that she sent Manila home?
That she sent Manila home.
Okay.
But if I was Naomi,
I'm not
I
at all.
would have had the same strategy and probably sent the top competitor home.
To me, that is what All Stars is about. When
Yeah.
you're given the opportunity to send someone home, you send whoever you want home.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You earned it.
It doesn't matter how great they're doing. I don't care about these fucking report cards. I've said it 5,000 times on these shows. I don't care about your report card.
Yes.
Report cards, friendships, it's a game.
It's a
You
game.
do what you want.
It's
You
a
don't
game
owe-
and it's television.
You don't owe an explanation to anybody.
No.
All you need to say is, it was my decision.
Right.
And
I
that's it.
just personally would have liked to see Manila stick around because I was really enjoying her.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, she's really
she's
a
great on the show.
performer.
She's great on the show.
So that's the only disappointment there.
And I don't know if you all looked at her Instagram with her cat runway, and it
It
was
every
stellar. We'll look at it later,
I need to
Gavin.
look at it. Yeah.
every
She did a
it was so
Siamese
good.
cat, and it is so good.
See?
It's just in a big, like...
See, Naomi was just being
I
a
wouldn't
strategic competitor. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Sorry. No hard feelings, anybody.
And plus, who are you gonna choose? There were only 6.
yeah.
And
She probably knew that they would have got rid of Latrice the next week anyway. So
Right.
she was like,
Yes.
we might as well get Manila out of here because Latrice is probably gonna end
Right.
up
This
in
might be the
bottom
only
again.
time Manila's in the bottom.
Right.
It's your chance.
Wow, that's scary though. That you can never be on the bottom, and the first time you're there, they can touch you.
That's the game.
That's the game.
Yeah.
That's the goopery of it
And
all.
I kind of think that Naomi, Monet, and Monique have an alliance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think so?
A secret alliance
Black
that
girl
that
magic.
no one's talked about yet.
Black girl magic.
And so I think that,
Poor Trinity.
they've been plotting all along, I think.
Hey, well, if they
And
do,
look,
good
they
for
all
them.
made it to the top 4.
Yeah, good for them then.
Interesting.
You play the game how you want.
You play the game how
What
you
they
want.
say? Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Exactly,
Right.
don't hit the player.
That's right.
But
Trinity was upset about it, or she was.
She was not upset.
she was not upset
Not at all.
at all.
Right.
I don't mean upset. I meant she was. She
She was
called them all shady motherfuckers.
Yeah. But then she smiled.
But then
and-
she,
Yeah.
but then she
And
also
then she
thanked
got-
them.
And thank you.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We also found out that Monet also picked Manila.
Yeah.
To me, that was not a surprise.
No.
Because
She's like, I'm from Brooklyn. I carry those grudges.
I wrote it down. Hashtag Team Petty Bitch.
Right.
It is no longer Team Monet. You're a
Right.
hashtag Team Petty Bitch, and I am there for it. Good for you. Like we just said, the girls thought Trinity was living for it, and she's like, no, you're shady, and thank you.
Right. Do you think Manila really thought she was? Do you think she thought she was safe? Or do you
I think Manila thought Latrice would have gone home.
Yeah, before her.
I really do.
So-
Yeah.
It was interesting because then they asked Latrice about Manila going home and how it made her feel, because you saw Manila
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was
like
wrecked.
broke down and had like a crazy sobbing fit, and Latrice was like, yeah, she's gone. Better her than me.
It was.
Did you see the post on Instagram where they had the pictures of both of their reactions? Like Manila was all broken
And
down,
Latrice
crying,
is smiling.
and Latrice is smiling.
Yeah.
It was a big smile.
Well, how did Rue react though?
And her reactions are all fake.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you know what? For
She wasn't
both,
surprised or like.
for
I think she and Michelle were surprised about
Yes.
Manila.
she was.
All the
gagged
other ones I
on
don't
that.
think she's surprised about.
She's
Maybe
gagged.
Valentina, but I don't think so.
I thought she was gagged on this episode too.
This one?
She
With
was.
Latrice?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think she's just over exaggerating. Her expressions. She was like,
Yeah, she. Yeah, because
girl,
she's kind of.
she already went home once.
Right. So you know.
Oh, well, that's the way it is. And then Monique gives us the sage advice: is the only way to be safe is to be on the top.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Hey,
Yeah.
how you win,
And that's
right?
what you should be an all-star. I mean, when you're given the rules of all-stars, that you get to lip sync for your legacy and you have the power to send someone home, you should always want to be in that top spot.
Absolutely.
Because you guarantee yourself safety.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Absolutely.
You don't have to win lip sync, you just have to be top 2.
Yep.
And this is All Star, so you should always be at the top of your game anyway.
Right.
So
Right.
when you're in the bottom, like,
Yeah,
Well,
there's
like-
something wrong with
right.
you.
Yeah.
You did something wrong.
Lord.
so the report card shouldn't even. I don't
Should
even
be
know
thrown out the
who
window.
started this report card last season.
No, it started with Alaska, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think Alaska started in
Did
season
she?
2.
Oh,
She
Why
started
not?
that. I don't know if she started, but it started. She definitely
No,
started
she did.
season
She
two.
kept saying, not that she wanted to compete about, she's like, but I think we should go with the judges' critiques and who they think the worst is.
Yeah.
And so they were kind of, they kind of threw it back at the judges, but she was never going to eliminate Roxy or Detox.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The whole time.
And
she didn't.
That's why we have a.
That is why Roxy was in the top 4.
That's why we have a Tatiana
Yeah.
getting spliced into that song
Exactly.
and Roxy's taken out. Their spoken word.
Yeah, to have either of that Tatiana wasn't in the top 4 or Alyssa weren't in the top 4, it was a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they both deserved it that season. And that's all I have to say about that. The next day, Monique said that she prayed for the highly melanin group that were there. And included Trinity.
Oh.
Because she has some black in
Yeah,
her.
right.
Because she's had some black in her.
And that is a judgment call. I know nothing about it, but Trinity laughed, so it must have been true.
Well, with an ass like that, I'm
Yeah.
sure it is true.
But she didn't always have that ass.
Yeah, but
And
after
her,
she
So
started
she was
getting
getting ready.
her new boyfriend, Latin.
Yeah,
I think.
Leo.
Yeah.
Leo's Latin, yeah.
Ooh.
So she likes a little color.
She likes melanin.
No judgment.
Yeah.
I also find it weird that they said that knowing how last year's All Stars top 4 were, it was the same thing.
Oh, same.
Oh, yeah.
3 white girls or
three
black girls,
queens
and
of color
one-
and
one
a white girl.
Yeah.
White girl.
And it's the same thing this time.
Yeah.
Do we think that's intentional? Not that it's that breakdown, because it could have been Manila in there
Yeah.
instead of one of the other girls. But
Well, based
do
on
you think there has to be a white girl in it?
no,
I'm not
No.
discrediting Trinity in
No.
any way.
No. Based on who the final 4 are, that is the final 4. I would have put Latrice in there, but I would have probably taken Monet out. So
Oh.
it still would have been.
Like
Okay.
this, I don't think there's anyone in the top 4 now that I predicted at the beginning of the season.
Really?
Maybe Monet,
I
because I was a fan
picked
of Monet
for
as a
top 4.
local queen.
Right, I picked Monet as top 4.
So maybe Monet, but Trinity.
Oh, I had
Monique,
Trinity.
I also
or,
would have picked. I picked Naomi as well. She was in my top 4.
Really?
Yeah, she was definitely.
Latrice was my first,
No.
Manila second, Naomi, and then Monet,
Yeah. I had Latrice, Manila,
and then maybe Trinity.
and Latrice, Manila, and
But I think I would have put Valentina
Trinity.
before Trinity as well. I just
Yo, I
I
had Valentina,
don't like
yeah.
I don't like Trinity, so
I had
that's just
Valentina.
my own personal thing.
I had Latrice, Manila, Valentina.
God, that
Yeah.
seems so long ago. I totally forgotten about
I know.
Valentina now.
I know. It
Right.
feels like she's been gone for weeks, and it's been like 2 weeks.
Well, as an aside, after watching her on Rent,
Yeah.
I think my opinion of her is less.
I'm gonna do a recap of Rent.
Oh.
I just have to force myself to watch it again.
No, she was Angel, right?
Yeah.
Can she sing?
Oh no.
Oh.
She cannot.
She cannot sing.
So why they pick her then?
Her fan base.
That is a
probably.
fine question,
Oh.
Gavin.
Next
She's
time.
popular.
She's popular. Okay, so Rue comes in and we find out our challenge is Sex and the Kitty Girls 3. And Rue's stressed. When I watched it again, she's stressed overacting.
Yeah. Which is exactly what you gotta do.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's going to be a scripted and documentary style. And that's really all we have.
Yeah.
That's all we know about it.
And the introduction of the fourth
Yeah,
character,
because there are 5
which
of them.
was so genius.
It was.
It was
Did
so
you all
funny.
watch Sex and the City?
Yes.
No, I didn't watch Sex and the City.
Oh,
I am the Monique in this group for the top 4.
Trinity never
Okay.
watched it either, she said.
Oh,
which
Trinity didn't watch
surprised
it?
me.
Oh,
Oh, she didn't either?
But she was probably poor and didn't have cable.
I'm Trinity.
That was not racist. That
Back
was
to
classist.
yeah.
Yeah, she trashed. We all know that. And then we also find out that Naomi gets to assign the parts because she won last week. Great. So Naomi picks, and I was very confused by this because when Rue introduced them, she said you have SJP, you have Cynthia, you
Kristen.
have blah blah blah. You have their actual names,
Yes.
and I was like,
Oh. She
So-
said the characters.
right, they're not playing the characters, they're playing the people.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, because it was the true Hollywood.
Because it was
story.
the true Hollywood story.
Right, but it was
exactly.
also, you had to play the characters
Characters.
in the scene, but
Yes.
then be
And then-
yourself outside. So I
Yes.
was very confused at first. I was like, I don't
Oh,
get this.
okay.
I don't get it.
So they had to play Sarah Jessica Parker and she had to play
Carrie Bradshaw.
Yeah.
Got it.
And her problem, when we get to it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
that she
yeah.
didn't differentiate the two of them.
No.
They were the same person.
She was SJP.
She was playing the
But I don't think
actual-
any of them did.
I like Trinity.
Because
though.
Trinity-
Trinity
Trinity's
was
good.
still playing Miranda.
No.
No,
you
Trinity
mean
was Kim.
Kim.
I know, but I'm not Miranda. Who did she?
Samantha.
Latrice.
Samantha.
Oh, Samantha.
She was still acting like Samantha.
When it was off
Off-
behind the scenes.
off-
Oh, I
behind
would
the
have to.
scenes.
You
Yeah,
said
no,
I
you're
think
right.
most of them
I got
did,
that.
though. Most of them
They all
that.
did, and
Yeah.
so I was like, well,
Because even Latrice did the same thing.
Yeah.
When she was
yeah, they were still
in character.
the people characters, not the characters.
Yeah.
But they based those people characters on the characters.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was.
You're playing many characters.
I hated this. I hated this challenge. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
it right
wasn't,
now.
it wasn't
I
great.
didn't
It
enjoy
could have
it.
been so much better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So Naomi is gonna be SJP because she's playing to win and she wants to challenge herself.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
that's a good
Great.
choice.
Last
Great.
time she challenged herself, it was a success when she.
Went out of the box with the
When she-
oh wait,
share
the boy
the
drag,
boy,
yeah.
boy drag, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Latrice is gonna be Cynthia. Great. Big power lesbian. Well, because they start talking about that too. They're like, I'm a lawyer turned lesbian turned politician,
Politician.
and I was like, no. Cynthia is
Yeah, you kept saying that. At the
never
bar,
a lawyer
Yeah.
Yeah.
in real life, and then on the show she was never a lesbian
Yeah.
or a politician.
It was
So they
very
really
boring.
they were crossing lines everywhere with this episode.
Being drag queens at the same time.
Yeah, I was very confused, and I didn't get the whole thing. Monique wants to be Keijo. Keijo, do you want to talk about Keijo? You brought it up.
Yeah. So, Kristen Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
she was from Third Rock from the Sun. That was where her big break came from.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
The blonde. But she played on one episode, and it was like they went to a party, and Carrie and her were friends back in the day.
Right.
And she hadn't seen her in like years, because it was like some kind of like,
Loud or...
no, they didn't have a fallout necessarily. Carrie was like, "What happened to you?" Or like, "Where'd you go?" Or like, whatever.
Carrie like grew up.
Yeah, yeah.
The other ones just kept partying.
Oh,
And she was still talking about like finding blow and
Yeah.
doing this. Anyway, but she ended up sitting on because she couldn't smoke.
Right. She wanted to light a cigarette, and they
Well,
said you can't smoke in here.
can't smoke in here.
And so she went out to the balcony,
Yeah,
and as she's lighting her cigarette, she falls over.
she fell. She fell, so she died.
That's how she died.
Uh-huh.
I did enjoy the way they brought all of those things into that character, like with the cigarette and the blow
And
And falling.
and falling. The falling
I
was the
loved
best.
it.
But that Monique killed it. I
Yeah,
mean,
she did very well.
without knowing anything, and just because again it was overacting, which is what
Yeah.
she did,
Yeah.
which is what she needed
I
to do.
really wish she would have done that crazy tick thing with the.
Yeah.
Because it was so bad that I was like, oh, please do that because it will be a train wreck and hysterical.
Well, no, that's what Latrice was like.
I know she's like,
do
please,
this."
please.
I liked the way she played it. I liked that she did
It was so much better.
do the tick because it was really good. But
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I just would have been dying if she really did that.
yeah. Can we talk about the other
Yeah,
actors?
Oh.
And so then we have Trinity and Monet, who both want to be Kim.
Yeah.
And Trinity says that she should be it because she is older, sexy, and slutty, and a cougar like her in 30
In
years.
30 years, yeah.
30 years, really, girl? I'd like to know how old Leo is because you might be a cougar already.
Right.
Well, how old is Trinity? Isn't she just like 30 or?
I think it's on your sheet. Turn to your last sheet.
She can be 30.
Oh no, I don't think it is. I looked at
I
it
think
online
she's
today.
young. I think she's still
I
like.
think she's like 33
Okay.
That's young.
or right around.
Really?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. Because I remember when
And
she
her
was
face
on.
just looks terrible because of
She's
all the
held up
surgery.
surgery.
Oh,
Yeah.
nose.
Yeah.
That non-existent nose.
She just had. She had surgery. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's her reasoning for do it. And Monique said, or no,
Monet.
Every week.
can I just tell you?
It's
I listened
true.
to a podcast today, and it's a Mexican guy and a black girl talking about it, and she's like, they cannot have two characters like Monique and Monet on the show because I know they're different, but I never get their names right. I was like, oh, thank God, I'm really not racist. And I found out today that both of their boy names are Kevin.
Really?
Both Monet and Monique.
Yeah.
Really.
Wow.
Craziness.
Wow.
Crazy. I knew Monique's was, but then I saw it online. I was like, oh God, her name's Kevin too. I would not do well with them on the season. Anyway, Monet says that she only wants to do this role and no other role. And no other role. It's like, do you have any feelings about other ones? No. Nope.
That was funny, actually.
Nope. And so someone said to flip a coin. I think Trinity said we can flip a coin.
Yeah.
And then
No.
Monique said you can play, I have to say it the way she did because she did it wrong.
She did. She said.
She
in the
said
wrong
rock,
order.
scissors, paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed that.
And I was
too.
like, girl.
Listen, she's never watched Sex and the City, so
She don't
she's
know
not gonna
nothing.
get rock
She don't
paper
know
scissors
nothing.
right either.
No, nothing. I did enjoy when she said she didn't watch Sex and the Cities because her mom didn't want her to see boobs.
Yeah. It's like, oh, boob or two would have helped.
Maybe a boob or two would have helped.
Exactly.
Monique, I think, has some real internal homophobia things, even though she's like this big out character now.
Really?
I think she
Wow.
still has issues with it
Oh,
because
where
she's
do you
from a
get
very
that from?
religious, from her personality.
Well, she didn't come out to her family during her season, right? They didn't
No,
know.
they didn't know when she got there.
Oh,
So she's probably still.
But her mom has
interested.
always had a problem with her doing drag.
Really?
I don't get that from her at all.
But she's gay or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah, and she moved to Brooklyn, everyone. I don't know if you know that. She lives in Brooklyn now.
Oh, she does?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe we'll.
Good, I just moved to Brooklyn.
She actually did a viewing party at Macri Park this week.
Oh.
On Friday.
Oh, that'd
Someone
be
sent
fun.
me
We
videos
should
from
definitely
it.
go. That'd be fun. Oh, you were looking at those. No. I just saw those. Did we see each other on Saturday?
At the bar.
Oh, yeah, at the bar. On Friday night.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
someone had sent them to me that night.
You're looking at us like, who was I with? You were with all
Oh,
of us.
Yeah, we were all there together.
I know someone.
Come on.
There was one other person
Cheers.
who decided to not show up today.
Cool.
Phil.
That's right, Phil. You get the shade button.
But I do like when they had to do rock, paper, scissors, how they made it all dramatic. And like,
I know.
slow
And it was,
motion,
no, but I
and
love
the
that
bar was
they're
going
getting ready to
crazy.
do it, and then they went to a commercial.
I know.
I was like, oh my god, really?
But the bar was like going crazy, like when
Yeah.
when they were winning.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
like that they did 2 out of 3. It wasn't just 1.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that. I thought it could be a mini challenge
That was
in
our
the future.
right.
They just play rock, paper, scissors.
That was like the
The whole
game Super Bowl. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, Trinity wins playing rock, paper, scissors. She got 2 out of 3. And then Monique tells us that she's had a long history of acting in church.
In church.
That-
Church
that-
place.
We've all been there, I'm
Easter
assuming.
badge.
Have we all done that?
Yeah.
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 I have
It wasn't in
not.
church.
You haven't?
It wasn't for church.
You're not a church person?
I was raised Catholic, but.
Oh, do the Catholics not do
No,
things
we
like
have.
that?
Well.
No, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
I just didn't want to do it.
You just weren't part of it.
I was
I was
He
in
wanted to always be the
every
girl.
one of them. I know.
He wanted-
let
he
me.
wanted-
Every year I was like,
Can I be
"Well,
married?
Please let me be married
Let's
this
be
year.
married. No, you can't be married.
No, you're shepherd number 3.
Exactly. Shepherd number 3.
Yeah, 1 year I was actually a sheep,
Yeah.
and I enjoyed that.
I'd rather be a sheep than a shepherd.
Me too.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a little off topic. So then we go right into the shooting of the mockumentary, and Ross is directing this week. Sorry, I'm gonna take a drink.
Yeah. As he should.
And then we get a shameless plug for the Standard Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those of you, I think I was talking to Phil. I was like, I love having brunch at the Standard Hotel because I feel very fancy,
Mhm.
and they have the most amazing donuts. They're so good. You order like an appetizer of donuts, and it's like 3 donuts.
Ooh.
It's not enough for the whole table.
Oh.
You should get 2. But you just feel fancy there.
I never
I don't know.
Fancy.
I've never been.
You don't have. It's not even fancy, but I don't know why, but I feel fancy.
That's the same. The Standard Hotel. They also have like the day parties during the summer, right?
On the roof.
Yeah, it's the one here in Meatpacking. There's one in the East Village now as well.
Oh.
I don't know
And that's
where
where the
it
prize
is.
is from. I know we were trying to figure. I think it's somewhere near Bowery, but I don't know that for sure.
Is that the place Jeff's
Um,
sister had her
they do-
party? Oh.
They do a drag race viewing party there at the bar though,
Oh.
at the Standard
Well, we
East.
should do that.
I don't know if there's a queen that does it. I know they just watch it there. Anyway, so we got this weird Standard Hotel promo. What do we have to say about this taping?
Well, yeah, got a few things.
Start
Well,
first, girl. Start it up.
Well, I want to say something that was referenced in the judge's critiques, which I couldn't quite put my finger on, about Naomi, because she was absolutely nothing like SJP at all. But then I realized it was what Michelle said, which is what was true.
You were unlikable.
I did
Yeah.
not
Yes.
want to be you. Because I didn't like you.
Yeah.
Because there was nothing about her performance that why would you want to be that girl? She was bitchy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was.
She
a
wasn't
brat. She was a
sweet
brat.
and excited. She
No.
was ugh, did not like it.
Not at all.
So I was not impressed. At
My
all.
issue with her during that was that she kept turning away from the table
Yeah.
Yeah.
to look at the
Camera.
camera.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you doing? You're talking to your friends.
Like,
Leo."
yeah, she had her back. Yeah, she had her back towards me.
Yeah. And I was like, okay.
And she was like voguing and stuff. I was like,
Yeah, and
what
then
was
she's like-
that?
Well, and
Nice,
Ross gave her a lot of
nice.
direction.
And she didn't
And
take
she
any of
didn't
it.
take
And
any
nothing
of it.
She
ready.
was doing the same thing.
Nothing.
Because-
Well, yeah, at one point he said, I can't remember what he said. And I said to him, I was like, I don't think she knows what that word means. Oh, subtlety.
Subtlety, yeah.
He said subtlety, and I was like, oh, she doesn't know what that word means.
Exactly. And she was like more dramatic after
Yeah.
that.
I mean, Carrie on Sex and the City was always so like she was everyone else's best friend for a
Right.
reason because everyone loves her.
Yes.
But she was not likable at all.
At all.
That was so disappointing.
Yeah, I did not enjoy that. I want to say that I loved Latrice's orange wig. I thought it looked really good on her.
Well, that
It was
the
an ugly
only
wig,
good thing about her.
but I loved
Wait,
it.
but was that Monique's wig from the week before?
Maybe. No, they were given the wigs for the show,
Oh,
for,
okay.
Yeah.
for the TV thing.
For a Rockstar
For
Wigs,
Rockstar Wigs.
yeah.
I thought Latrice did good this.
I didn't think she was bad either.
I did not.
Yeah, I didn't.
She
was
just,
alright.
she
I mean, you have to
was
think-
just missing.
You have to think of the characters. Monet and Latrice got the shaft on the characters.
Yeah.
Naomi took the biggest one and the best one and ruined it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trinity got the
The
second
best.
best. I mean, she has the best
Right.
lines.
Yes.
Yeah, because
And then
even
Monique stole the show.
if you haven't watched Sex and the City, everybody knows who
Yeah,
Samantha
that's right.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like even if you didn't watch the show, you
Right,
know
you're like,
her
oh
good
yeah,
character.
everyone knows that.
Yeah,
But you can
yeah.
you can still do it badly, in which Trinity did not.
Right.
Like the same
I
thing
didn't think
with
she was great.
Same thing with Miranda. And,
I didn't think she was great. I thought she was
Kristen.
fine. And that's,
Trinity?
yeah, and
Oh, I
that's
thought
how I
Trinity
thought
was
about
good.
Monet and
Her performance.
Latrice. I was
and-
like, oh, they're fine. They're
her
all
performance
fine.
ended up being better than the taping. Like the what
Oh,
we
definitely.
saw, her,
Definitely.
the finished
Yes.
product was a lot
Yeah.
better.
Definitely.
She played a good Samantha, but not a good
That wig
Kim
she was
Cattrall.
wearing, though.
That's,
Ooh.
I think that's what the problem is.
But did she not look like Kim Cattrall? Oh my god.
No,
her
we
makeup
thought she
was
looked
so
like
good.
Joan from The View.
No, not
What's her
Joan.
name? not Joan.
Joy?
Joy.
Joy
Yeah.
Behar. Joy Behar. The wig and her face.
Really?
Oh my gosh, she was Kim
And
Cattrall.
Joy Behar is like 80. Trinity.
She said she's a cougar.
And that's
So
what
she's
you look
yeah,
like.
there you go.
That's exactly what she is.
Yeah, I thought, I'm gonna get all the names wrong. Latrice, Monet, and Trinity were all good. Like, fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not outstanding.
Right.
Naomi was terrible.
Yes.
And in the taping, Monique was terrible. But she stole the show of the whole
She
thing.
was so
I mean,
funny.
Monique's wig came off again.
Oh.
She cannot get it together.
Girl, I don't know what's going on. You need to sew that thing to your head,
Right.
apparently.
She said it was glued down, she promised.
She promised it was glued.
That's what Farrah
I don't
said.
know what kind of glue
She
she was
was wearing
wearing.
blue then.
Farrah and Trixie were Farrah Moan was on the pit stop with
Yeah.
Trixie and
And
she said that's what Trinity or that's what Monique needs to make her thing.
It
is
used to be your signature. Her wig comes off every time.
Yeah.
That's her thing now, apparently.
Yeah, she does it every
this girl.
episode.
That's not a good drag queen.
Right.
Yeah.
I just thought it was overall it was just boring.
It was
was
long.
just boring.
It was very
It was
long.
The script was stupid.
Yeah.
The jokes weren't
Yeah,
that funny.
they didn't land.
I did appreciate, once you watch the finished product, I appreciated the things they threw in there from Sex and the City.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the body falling. I love
I died.
breaking up on the post-it note.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What else happened in there?
Yeah, what else did they reference in there?
I don't know.
So are all those things from?
They're from the
Yeah.
actual
Yeah.
show.
So-
So I wouldn't have got it. Like I didn't
Yeah.
get the breaking up on the post-it note. So.
Yeah.
But it's still funny even if you don't know
Yeah.
it because
Yeah.
you're getting broken up with on a post-it
Yeah.
note. But that is what happened.
Yeah, and then all of the Keija things were the smoking and the falling and all that was from the one episode she was on.
Right.
So I appreciated that, but overall I thought it was just terrible.
Not exciting.
Not again, please.
Yeah.
But I feel like every acting challenge is the same thing. It's like
I do,
we
yeah.
hate. I don't think there's ever been a really good acting challenge.
I know, I was trying to think back if there was as well, and I can't
Yes.
Always
remember
bad.
one.
I know. You know what? The my favorite still, which I think is probably why season 3 is one of my favorite seasons, when they did the exercise videos
Oh, yeah.
and they had to all dress in like
Stacey Lane.
That's where Stacey Lane
Eating her
Matthews,
chicken.
eating her chicken, Alexis Mateo. I mean, they were all that.
Poor Yara Sophia can't speak English.
That was one of those. And then I actually thought this season with the Jersey Justice, I like
Oh,
that
I
acting
hated
challenge
the Jersey
because
Justice one.
who
I
because
hated this one.
who Valentina and
Trinity.
Trinity. No, yeah, they did. But who was the one that
Manila
won?
and Naomi.
Manila and Naomi. I thought they were so funny.
Theirs was the best one, and Naomi didn't win.
Manila won though, didn't she?
Manila and Valentina or Trinity?
Trinity,
No,
yeah.
I think Valentina.
Oh, I think so too. I thought that was good.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
mean,
the acting challenges are always bad.
they're rough.
You know what else? I'll tell
Oh
you
no,
what.
it was Monique.
Season 5, when they had the top 3, they had Roxy, Jinx, and
that one.
and
And
Alaska,
they did
and
the courtroom.
They had to play the judge, the witness, and the attorney.
Yeah.
That one was a good acting challenge.
You're not the judge. Rue was the judge.
Oh, they had to play the
victim.
witness?
I thought the victim?
someone on the stand,
Yeah.
Defendant.
and then
The lawyer
and the
defendant.
okay.
Yeah.
That one
I
was
remember that one.
was hilarious.
Yeah, that one was actually funny.
Yes, because Jinx and Alaska were
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, poor Roxy Andrews.
I mean, Roxy was bad. I love
She
Roxy
never
on that
stood a
season.
chance.
Roxy, that was a good season when Roxy was on. I thought I liked her in season 5 until she became whatever. That's a different.
Until she made up that story.
So she got left with us.
Until she made up that story.
Oops. She will never live that story down. Sorry. Anyway, let's move on to Elimination Day.
Yes.
Naomi says that she is proud of her performance and that she took a risk.
It was just wrong.
She did take a risk.
But it was,
But-
yeah.
She took a risk.
It just wasn't the right.
But she couldn't handle it.
And I can't discredit her. You be proud of yourself, girl.
Exactly.
She didn't say I'm proud that I did well.
Right. Can't love yourself.
How do you love somebody else? Monet claimed that her performance was nuanced.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Then they have to dispel it.
And then the tree said, spell nuanced.
That was the best line.
And then Monet and Trinity have their little battle about who would have played Samantha better. I think this is just setting us up for a Monet Trinity showdown. Next week.
Interesting. Okay.
Swift.
They are my prediction for top 2.
Okay. Well, you've been right so
You
far.
know who I think is gonna win?
Monet.
Not the white girl. I mean, odds on a person of color should win, but the same thing happened last season, so who knows?
That's why in the preview All-Star rules are
They're suspended.
We ain't doing this again.
Permanently. Trinity said that she's still gonna go off track record. Well, she says that, and then later she kind of changes her mind.
I mean, at this point, you gotta go with your best strategy. Cause
Yeah.
Right.
But
you have nothing to lose at this point. It's the last lip sync or the last lipstick. From the
Right. Basically, whoever wins this gets to pick who the top 4 is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. So who do you want to be in the top 4? That's the question. Monique then says it would be great TV if Trinity got voted off. We were all thinking it.
Yeah, I love that one.
And then they would have guaranteed a Queen of Color would have won. So there would have been 4. And then Trinity said don't put that out in the world, and Monet says don't hate the player, hate the game.
Right.
This is first and foremost a television show and a game.
Exactly.
Don't take it personally, people. I know you all went after poor Naomi when she sent Trinity home. Like someone
Trinity.
I'm sorry, Manila. Someone tweeted her and said, "This is why your birth parents gave you up for adoption."
Oh my god.
God.
It's like, really?
That is so ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Yeah. So I mean,
I hate it.
fans,
People are just,
calm down. It is television.
It's not personal.
No,
Not at
it's
all.
drag.
Do you do this for every fucking TV show out there?
Right.
Like you watch a soap
Crazy.
opera and someone gets killed off. Do you hate that person?
Right.
They didn't even write it.
Right.
Yeah, it's a TV show. Calm down.
Right.
Just enjoy it. Enjoy drag. Let's move on to our runway.
Right.
We get to look at our pictures now.
Yay! I love it.
So here is RuPaul.
Looking amazing.
Oh, so fucking
Amazing.
good.
I love that she is like,
Oh,
Go
Rue
ahead.
has been wearing a lot of short dresses.
Yes,
this
which I
season.
love.
She is showing that she got legs, and they
And
show
body,
her.
body, like
She came out last week in a sequin caftan,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Fuck that!
Exactly.
Look, I still have it.
right.
I didn't feel like tucking last week. That's why I wore that."
She's on her period.
This week, look at me. I got legs, I got body, I got hair, I got face.
Everything is perfect on
Yeah,
this.
it's
beats.
so good.
I love that dress.
Yeah, I heard somewhere that it's a throwback to something she wore 20 years ago. I haven't looked it up,
Oh.
but
It must be like a
I'm gonna
button
go
or
find
something.
it to see. And I kind of feel like this is the closest that she's ever been to the runway theme. Because it could come off as animal print.
Yeah.
Oh,
When you look at it close up,
like
it's not.
speckled or...
It's not
Oh,
close up, but
interesting.
it looks that way. Like almost like a tie-dye animal print. You don't think so?
Oh, no, I do. I
I
agree
think
with
so.
you.
I see it.
No,
It
I
does
just
look
see
like-
buttons.
They're not buttons, they're paillettes.
Oh, well.
Naomi has been wearing them all season.
Paillettes.
Oh, is that a hint?
Oh,
Can we just
interesting.
talk about one thing in this picture, though?
You may, because we haven't talked about all the other people.
Okay, well, I'm
But
not
go
talking
ahead,
about
start
somebody-
it.
I'm not talking about
Start
this sleeve that Michelle
Oh, it's
has on her
terrible.
arm. I'm like, what?
It's like
terrible.
3 pieces.
Is that right? That is horrible.
She looks.
Yeah.
This is probably the worst she's looked.
Yeah.
I
I
can't
love
stand
her
anything
glasses
about that look.
though.
She
Her cat-eye
has, she's a
glasses.
huge glass
I
collection
love it.
of like 300 pairs of glasses.
I hate
I hate
The
it.
length of the
Right.
skirt is terrible.
Everything, the
Yes.
stockings under
The
there.
shoes.
She looks. If she had taken those sleeves off, she would have had a better.
And short in the dress.
Chance?
And short in the dress,
But
right to the
she
knee would have
looks
been
so
lovely.
matronly.
Very made. Yeah, I was gonna say matronly.
She looks
Yeah, it's terrible.
not a good look, Michelle. Sorry,
Terrible.
Titties
girl.
are out though.
Sorry, girl.
Her titties are all
Her
out.
Sex in the titties.
Sex
She
in the
tried out
titties.
one.
There you go.
That was the porn
Now,
version.
contrasting the girl next to her who looks
Felicity.
amazing,
Amazing.
who she is like over 60.
Really?
Yes.
It took me a moment to remember who she was.
And-
And she got work done.
It's Felicity Huffman. For
Felicity
those of you who are not
Huffman.
looking at our picture.
Looks
So.
amazing. That outfit is amazing. The little.
I'm not
Maybe
even
I
gonna.
love her
I'm
little, the little crop top. I think is adorable.
It's cute.
not
And
even going to. Well, sorry.
she had some work done too, though. It was clear.
Yeah.
Do you know who's? No, say what you were gonna say first.
No, obviously I'm not going to say what I asked Barry.
Like an eyelash.
I saw that the whole time. I didn't want to like interrupt and say it on the camera.
I just want you all to know that that was the eyelash I wore last night.
I've been looking at it the whole time.
And it was just glued to my sock.
There you go.
But yeah, I thought she was someone totally different. I asked Barry at the bar. I was like,
Who is that?
I thought this was the
I can't
What's her
remember what you
name?
said.
from the RuPaul, one of the original judges.
Oh, Merle
Merle Ginsburg.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
her,
can
Merle
see that.
Ginsburg.
Actually,
Merle
she's got
Ginsburg.
some Merle. You know who she is though? That's
Yeah, from Desperate Housewives, right?
But yeah, but do you know whose wife she is?
Bill Macy's wife.
No.
Alright.
William
No.
H. Macy.
Yeah, William
Bill
Macy.
Macy.
Yeah, no one calls him Bill Macy.
She did. I listened to the podcast.
she calls him Bill.
She calls him Bill. She's
You
like,
know who William H. Macy is?
Bill and I bought my family's
From
home
Shameless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah, she calls him Bill. They have an interesting story. You should listen to it.
Was it on What's the Tea this week?
Yeah.
Okay, this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was her professor at NYU.
Ooh.
Oh.
And he was married.
Oh.
Desperate Housewives.
Right.
Okay, Felicity.
Go Felicity. Yeah, I thought she looked great too. I thought
She
She looks good.
She looked good.
Yeah.
Jason Wu looks weird. He's just has a weird.
Mhm.
He just looks weird to me.
I like the coat that he has on.
I think no. Nothing. I'm not discrediting anything about him. He looked weird on the television. He looks better here in this picture.
I loved his.
And Ross's suit doesn't fit.
It does, oh, it's not.
I love that
it's
suit,
tight.
though.
It's a great suit, but it's a
Yeah.
little snug.
What is the print?
Probably.
I'm gonna say animal.
Play animal.
Some
Because I'm going with the theme. I'm going with the
Theme.
theme.
Rue looks the
Rue
best.
looks
out of
great.
everyone, though.
Rue
Yes.
looks amazing.
Rue
There's
is
no
Rue.
hiding that.
Good job, Rue.
Our category is cat
Cat
couture.
Sure.
So
Or mess.
here's our group picture. Look, you can see I took them off of YouTube because they
Yes.
weren't posted yet.
Oh, good job.
So that's our overall. So cat couture. Gavin and I talked about this earlier because when a queen is selected to be on the show, they get a list,
Right.
and it's like 2 weeks in advance of the show. So they have 2 weeks to put all their looks together. But they're given a list of 20 possible things, and there's only 10. I think, and they're never told, like they wouldn't say it's cat couture.
Right.
I think they must. Well, Naomi throws my theory off because she's the only one that did actual cats.
Uh-huh.
To everyone else, to me, is jungle fantasy.
Yeah.
Because you have
Oh.
a leopard, you have a
I don't
panther,
get that.
you have a
Tiger.
tiger, and you have
The trees.
safari.
Then you have Latrice who is.
Hers is the
No,
one that
no,
throws
no.
me
Yeah,
off.
no one's art feel.
Because she had.
Everything.
We'll talk about it when we get to her, but she had everything on that dress.
Right.
I don't know that I necessarily see
There's an elephant on this.
jungle though. I see like Trinity gives me.
But they're all jungle kitties
superhero.
except for Naomi.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, yeah, because she did kind of a Catwoman thing.
But then also, Monique did Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots.
I know, but he said tiger. That is tiger print.
Yeah.
But to me, that's not tiger though. It reads like
Puss in Boots cat.
whatever the orange house cat is.
Tabby.
Yeah, the tabby.
All right.
And then of course, like, and I had to agree with Michelle about Monet's look.
Or
Wasn't
just
it
kinda
Cat Couture?
could it
Kitty
be?
Couture.
Could they have been
Cat Couture,
giving
yeah.
cats on screen? Because she was giving you
Pink Panther.
Catwoman.
Yeah.
Oh,
She was
sure,
Pink Panther,
sure.
she was
that
Puss in
could be
Boots.
it. Yeah, but who knows what
The other
were
two
doing.
make no sense.
The Lion King.
Oh, the Lion King, of course.
Lion Queen.
Lion
is that
Queen.
I
right?
can't wait to
Lion
talk about
Queen.
this though.
Oh, God.
What?
Ah!
What did you point at?
Let's go to them individually.
Who
Are we there? Yeah.
Trinity.
So
Trinity.
Trinity, she looks great in this.
She
Her
looks
body is
amazing.
unreal in this.
Her body is so snatched.
But she did Catwoman without the black latex. She did
Yeah.
it as a leopard.
Sure.
But she spit out the
scares.
feathers like
Oh, I
Michelle
love
Pfeiffer
that,
did,
yeah.
and she did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the stuff that they did in Catwoman. I mean, in Batman Returns.
Yeah,
No, but
I
that
think the second one. Yeah.
that suit is. I always
It's
want to know
like-
how do you
It
get
almost
into
looks
it?
like it's painted on her.
It does. How do you get into that? Because
It's
that
probably
is.
like a latex or a jumpsuit.
Yeah, it's just a cat suit.
There is nothing on there that is. There's no wrinkle. There's no like ill-fitting anything. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
probably like
No,
a
yeah,
zipper or
it is
something.
on her. She looks great.
It's a toot.
Did you all watch the Toots and Boots?
No.
No, we'll go through them now because they're weird.
Who was doing it? Is it still Aquarian?
It's still Aquarian Raja. So they both gave Trinity toots.
Okay.
So we'll leave it at that. What do you say, Gavin? Toot or boot?
Toot. Safe.
You can
but-
say newt as well. That's a neutral.
Oh, then nude.
You're nude on that?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's only because Monet, that's the Puss in Boots.
No.
No,
Monique.
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 See, I'm not the only one. He's only watched one episode.
They're very similar, and so
They are not similar
to me
at
they
all.
are. They're
What?
both kind of that orangey burnt,
And Monique did it better.
and
Yeah.
Monique did it better.
It wasn't
So-
even the same look.
I'll tell you what they all, because you can give a shoot, which is above a toot.
Shoot. Okay.
A toot is you like it.
Okay.
A newt is not good or bad.
Uh-huh.
A boot is bad, or a scoot
Oh my lord.
is
Scoot your ass
scoot
out
away.
the door.
Scoot away.
Scoot on out the door.
But don't do a
This
nude. That's
gay.
too. That's too. It's too.
Do what? Do what?
I said don't do a nude though. It's
What?
It's what DJ complains about when Rue says you're both safe this week.
I hate that. Is that's one of the biggest pet peeves of the show.
All right.
That's
so now,
Then
now
I'll
that
say
you're
boot,
a
then.
boot for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
DJ.
I would give this a 2. I do like the way it fits her, but compared to Monique,
I know. Boy, you can get
like
her a
she's
shoe.
She can still get a. She can still get a.
it's a 2,
Yeah.
but I feel like there's something like she's
If she was gonna
missing
do,
something.
if she was doing Catwoman, she should have done the black latex.
She should have done black.
And it would have been
latex.
hot and sexy.
Yeah,
You know.
like this is. I feel like this is missing something to take it over, but it's still
It's
a 2.
You want to give it a shoot? Go ahead.
No, I don't want to give it a shoot. I like it. It's a two.
It's a 2. I give it a 2 just because the way it fits her.
Yeah.
Trinity
That alone.
is fierce. So
It looks great.
period.
Next up
Period.
is Monet as the Pink Panther.
Monet as the guinea pig.
As the mouse.
She is a Pink Panther.
A pig mouse or something, right?
I know the face is what's wrong with this, not anything else but the face.
Yeah, the
Well,
face is just
and the fact
weird.
that you can see her corset.
I was just
Oh,
about to say
she didn't
that.
talk very well.
No,
but
she has a
She has a
poochie
little
tuck.
camel
poochie
toe.
tuck. Yeah, she has a big camel toe in this.
Yeah, I'm not.
This
I love the
is a-
color. That's about the only thing I really like, and that fact that it's like latex.
Again, I like the concept of it.
Mhm.
It's the execution.
Yes, I hated the way it fit, like around her neck. It was like loose. I hated the bang.
I
The
love the
wig.
bang.
No, oh my god, when you.
Because then she started playing with it backstage. I was like, oh,
But I feel
really
like,
it.
the bang in the hair like wasn't even like attached. Was it attached or was it like 2 separate pieces?
I think the bang was separate.
See, yeah, I didn't like it.
But does it read cat to you?
No.
That's the thing. It
I mean,
doesn't
knowing that
look
it's the
like
Pink
it.
Panther, I do. I thought so.
But someone had to
Because-
say Pink Panther?
No, I
Someone
totally got it when
bought
she
it?
came out.
I
Because
got
I was a
it.
cat, so I was like, oh, she's the Pink Panther.
I didn't get it.
And the Pink Panther has round ears.
Does he? Oh,
He
he
does.
does. Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
then it's
Michelle
the
was
makeup.
just trying. Yeah, the makeup is the problem for me.
Yeah.
The
Well,
makeup
why
is
would
the
you wear
problem.
that blonde hair then if
She-
you're trying
She
to go Pink
posted
Panther?
a new picture of this with her face painted differently, and it's stunning.
Oh.
We'll go look at those afterwards as well because
This is
it really looked better.
What is the silver
Yeah.
thing?
This is
like,
a boot for
This
me.
is a, yeah.
You
this
mean
is
what
a-
she's smoking?
It's a
No,
silver.
what is the silver thing on her? It's just like
It's
I
like
think
glitter.
cheetah
I think it's
print.
just stones, yeah.
Oh.
So and it was in the cheetah like
Cheetah
little
print?
circle
No, it's a boot.
formations.
Yeah, it's a boot for me.
So
Never
Raja
had
and
it.
Aquaria gave her toots.
Really?
No,
It's interesting.
and hasn't Aquaria been booting her the past
The
couple
whole
weeks? And you
time.
give this a 2?
Yeah.
Or a-
Well, Aquaria talked bad about it,
Mhm.
and then Raja's like, I disagree. I give it a toot, and then she's like, okay, it's a toot.
Oh,
But she talked shit about it the whole time. Next week,
This is
Girl.
awful.
save her to the end, or you want to talk about her now?
Let's get.
Let's get
Get
into
over
it.
it.
Poor Latrice Royale missed the memo.
Scoot her.
You know what?
Have you all watched?
Scoot her.
I was gonna say Miss Congeniality, but it's not that. Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've all seen that, and they were told to do something historical, and the girl comes out with the large ball of twine on her head in honor of her uncle's Guinness World Record of the biggest ball of twine, and she says, I misunderstood the assignment. That's what Latrice did. She misunderstood the assignment.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But Latrice,
But it's also ugly.
it is
It's
so,
awful.
It's so tacky.
ugly.
It's like-
It is a taste level that makes me rethink everything I thought about Latrice.
Because
That
her gowns are usually stunning.
They are, but why would you
This is
think
awful.
this
Ugh.
is
It's so cheap.
why?
looking.
It's so cheap looking.
That line is just like on her coochie area.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
and zebra. Where did the zebra come
Zebra
from?
and
She's
giraffe
got a
print.
cheetah, she's got zebra, she's got a lion, she has an actual giraffe painted on
And she
there,
could've
and an
bumped-
elephant on one side.
She could have bumped that hair up to be a lion's mane so
And-
much bigger.
Yeah.
You know? And I agree with Jason saying
And she has
a
hair
cape,
on her shoulder.
a cape would have made it so much better. I mean, maybe it started a cape, it just don't look like a cape on her.
No.
I know, it looks like she's kind of trying to hold a cape there, but it's just the piece
Like
of fabric.
if she would have the dress, if it would have just been one print, I think that would have been a
Yeah.
lot better than this airbrush shit she got going on.
Oh, it's so bad.
Because that's what she said. It was an airbrush,
airbrushed
on
on.
chiffon or something.
Chiffon, yeah.
I don't like
When
that at
she
all.
walked out in it, though, I literally was like, "Oh, Latrice,
She's going
this
home.
is terrible." This is one of those moments where, what's her name? Alexis Michelle.
Alexis Michelle. She's
Or
like, why
Alexis-
didn't anyone
Why
tell
didn't
me?
anyone tell me? This is how I looked.
Because it's a competition.
Yeah, why didn't anyone tell me?
They're probably like, girl, you look good.
Yeah. Yeah, she needed BB Zaharbane's hair. I
Yeah,
hate that
That
hair.
recycle wig.
That recycled wig from season 1 that she is still wearing today. But she needed that on her head for this.
Yeah.
Not that it would save the dress.
She should have called BB and was like, "Hey, can you send me some of your stylist information?"
Right.
So good.
Who does your clothes? Because
Right.
I need to wear them.
Like this would have been more interesting.
No.
No. It feels very...
It would have been
The
more
only
interesting than
thing-
this.
It's a big part of it's the fabric.
Yes.
But
It
this
feels very
part,
amateur
But this
for
is
me.
and well they look like
it's
two different dresses.
Just so, and it's not cat at all.
No.
I mean,
Could you
this
put a
is-
lion
there's a
on
lion
there?
on it.
But who cares? She could have painted cat across.
I mean, if she
Oh,
was...
that's what someone should have did. Like come out in like a cat sweater, like
Yeah.
a crazy
Right.
Catwoman sweater.
Mm.
I do think her makeup looked nice.
No, she
Her face looks
she
gorgeous.
looks. This is very different than how she normally looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And she
still.
looks-
It is a giant boot.
But it's
It
terrible.
is amateur
It's a
night.
scoop.
It could be a scoop.
Scoop.
It's a scoop.
Which is what happened.
Raja and Aquaria both tooted it
No.
No.
and said she
They are
looked
wrong.
amazing.
No.
Amazing.
That's
Listen, both of you give back
racist.
your crowns.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you don't get to win when you say
Well,
that.
Ryan,
that's what you wanna be
Ryan
like-
shouldn't have got one in the first place.
You
but
should.
that's
Well,
a-
no, you should.
Oh,
That's when you
no.
want to say, "Would you wear that?"
And neither one of
And
them.
neither of them would wear that.
Right.
Especially Aquarius.
No. This is something Aquaria would wear.
Yeah.
I
This is cute.
absolutely love this.
I love this.
It's Miss
too.
Naomi Smalls as the modern day cat lady,
Yep.
Yes.
and it
Cute.
is perfection.
I love
It is so good. It is smart. She took the theme and
Yeah.
went in 1,000 different directions
Did her own
from
thing.
everyone else, and it works.
I love the yarn ball head.
Yeah, me
the
too.
headpiece. I love this.
I love the
wig,
cat
too.
hanging
I love
off.
that the ends are like shredded, like the cat
Yeah.
at the bottom of her dress.
She could have won if she performed well in
Yeah.
the skit and coming out with this.
This
she
outfit
could have won it.
saved her, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that and her speech.
Well, yeah. Rue did like her speech. I will say that. Yeah, this is a gigantic toot.
Toots.
Yeah, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
I
it
love
was
this look.
so good.
So
Yeah,
good.
everything is right
I
about
really
it.
want that, like, just to like lounge around. It looks so comfortable.
I
Like,
know.
you can just like lounge around the house in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Like,
Way to go.
Good job.
Yeah.
She did get 2 toots.
yes.
Oh, I think she got a shoot from Aquaria.
Okay.
And a toot from Raja, and she got top 2.
Nice.
Yes.
She deserves
She
it.
deserved it, yeah. No,
and
she don't deserve it.
Finally,
She
I was
deserves
gonna say,
it.
girl, come on, finally. We have Monique Hart,
I
Yeah.
love
yeah.
this.
Pussy in Boots.
She was serving you puss in boots.
Right, with that
I
strap.
love those boots. She looks,
That
Yeah.
hat was so
So
good.
The hat was
That
great.
hat was
The
everything.
way she came out.
and I love how
Yes.
she like
It was like
did
right
her
over
hand,
her
she, like,
face, yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about this is her makeup, though.
Her makeup.
Her makeup is
It's amazing.
incredible.
Her makeup has never looked as good as this.
No, it's so true. It's so true. What she did with her, like that white
and
area.
she's the only one
It's
that put
amazing.
actual whiskers on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
I think.
So, after watching her this episode, it made me think of like her during her original season where she said if she had the resources and the money like the other queen,
Right.
she would have went
She would
further.
have gone further.
Well,
So, like she's proven it now
I
because
don't know,
her
'cause
runways
I
were
don't think
so
she
bad
had-
during her season though.
But I don't think she had money even doing this.
So they have to pay for
Oh,
this?
but she
started
had
filming-
yes, she did. She said that in the first episode.
But I don't think she did.
Yeah, she did. She said
No,
it.
she said it, but I don't think, because Monet talks about it, she's like, all these girls had time to go on tour. I did.
But do you think that?
It-
Well,
this-
then she must have gotten sponsored.
yeah, that's what I'm
literally-
thinking. Like, because
Yeah.
like the stylists know them
Right.
now after
That's
the
true.
season, they probably just sponsored
That's true.
her.
But yeah, they started filming this 2 weeks after
Mm.
the finale
Of
of,
All Stars.
of season 10
Season 10.
aired.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Interesting.
So none of them went out on tour. Monet said they asked her to be on All Stars during her season.
Really?
Like when she got kicked off, they said, "Do you want to do All Stars?"
Oh wow.
So that gave her more time than probably the other queens.
Yeah.
So she probably was like, well, let me start calling her
Yeah.
right now.
Let me get a sponsor.
Let me get a sponsor.
She's sponsored by Pixar now.
Exactly. I love this.
Yeah, I do too.
Mainly for the hat and the boots.
If she came on before
I mean,
Trinity,
it's a cat suit, so
I think no one
great.
would have liked Trinity's if she
Yeah.
came on before Trinity.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, another.
I think they're so different.
They're so similar for
one
me.
no, because one is they're both two kind of iconic cat looks, but they don't resemble each
No,
other.
if you look at
This one's
Trinity's,
better.
Trinity's is not an iconic cat
It's a
look.
cat look.
It's a cat look, but it's not iconic.
No, she looks super villain. She looks
Now, if it was the cat woman's
Right.
cat suit,
Latex,
that would be like an
yeah.
iconic
Right.
cat suit.
Or
This
the
is just
cat.
That's
A
from the
nice-
musical Cats.
Cat
Well,
suit.
It is.
It's from the musical Cats, just not her
I
face
like
painted.
them. I like both of them.
Because if you took her boots and the hat off, they
It would be Trinity.
It would be the same.
the
It would be the same.
Yes.
Well, good thing she didn't.
Yeah.
I give it a shoot. I love it.
I would give this a shoot also, just because the way she presented it. It was like I liked her hand gestures and everything,
Yeah.
like the way she stomped that stage, like
The
she
tilt of the head.
yeah
I
she
mean,
served it.
Yeah.
She had a
She came out.
sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
You're up.
She gets a shoot.
2.
That's a two.
Ooh,
Yeah,
shoot.
it's a two for sure.
I would give it a shoot as well because it was my favorite. Mainly for the hat and the boots.
Mhm.
Yes, those boots are.
Raja gave her a boot.
What?
Oh,
Why?
I hate
And-
I'm about to throw these papers in the
Ah.
bag.
Aquaria gave her a newt
What?
Why?
because they think it was styled wrong.
How else
She's
is
like,
there
her
to style
sword is
Puss
her
in
sword
Boots?
is too short. Her hat should have been
Oh.
pinned up on one side. The feathers are too small. That's literally what they said.
That's what the hashtag pet.
I feel like, and that's what I actually like about the hat. It was that
I
it
love
wasn't
it.
pinned up. Like it
No,
was like
I
a
think it-
reveal kind
yeah.
of like she revealed her face.
Yeah.
What is?
Girls.
This is why I do not like Raja. Okay, I'm going to say this. I never liked Raja.
Oh, Raja.
Very just confirmed.
Well, watching her season, she was mean on her season.
Yes.
She was really
Well,
mean.
she was part of the Heathers.
I know, but she was the meanest one, I think.
Yeah.
And that's saying something when you have Delta work there.
And Fifi O'Hara. And well, yeah, Delta Work. is
Delta work was
No,
mean.
Fifi. Sorry, I don't mean Fifi. She was on season 4.
She was on board. So those are our looks. Way to go, everyone.
Good job.
We were right, and
Way to go, everyone.
and Toots and Boots were wrong.
Wrong.
But that is the way it goes. So then we watch our mockumentary on the Rue Hollywood story. I wrote down that Trinity's faces were so weird to me. And when he and I were watching it, we were like, what is she doing? What is she doing? And then the line came out, and I was like,
yeah. Exactly.
And it took me 3 times of watching it to figure it out. And I was like, what is going on?
That the waiter was under the table.
The waiter was under the table.
Getting some coochie.
Yeah, licking her.
Getting some kitty
What
couture.
is it? Cunnilingus.
Cunnilingus. So that I wrote that her faces were weird. I love the post-it breakup. The body falling from the window was everything.
Oh, I love that.
That's fine.
And I loved that Monet said that she, in one of her little confessional ones, she said, people are good, as something Anne Frank said, people are good at heart. Or was that Cardi B?
Right.
And it could not have been timed better
since
Monet is in a Cardi B commercial now.
That's a commercial. Yeah.
I just thought it was hysterical. And there was a fun fact, everyone. The Keijo episode of Sex and the City aired exactly 15 years to the date that this episode aired.
Are you serious?
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Wow.
That is
Crazy.
totally coinky dinky.
Yeah. Because that was not planned. They could not have planned that.
That's awesome.
But it's like, who went and like did the research to like try to see when the...
I know. Who did that? We never looked that up.
Yeah, because literally it was one episode.
So that's all my thoughts on that. The whole thing. What do you think of that? The mockumentary viewing. It was long.
It was very long.
It just wasn't that exciting. Monique was the best part of it.
Monique stole the show.
I would have loved to see more of her.
Yes.
I thought it was long also. Like, especially like
it
watching it in the...
felt long.
And we were in the bar, so it was also like...
Yeah.
Okay, girl, like,
right.
like order another round. Like,
Yeah,
that's what
exactly.
we want to order from because it's like...
Well, and then they had the
so
meth thing, and I was like, where did this come from? Cause
they tend to do that on those because on Jersey Justice, they ended with those stupid fights every time as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they just don't know how to end them, so they just throw a fight in.
Okay.
You want to see drag queens fight.
Oh yeah, they had the clown.
Yeah, they went to the Met Ball and the theme was clowns.
I did like that. When it ended, all the judges were like,
Oh.
like they were like,
They just woke up.
They're like, did we really do that? Yeah, it was.
We're like, we're not doing this.
We're not doing that again. No.
It was a nice thought that did not work. Yeah. Any other thoughts, Gavin? This was your first one. I know you said it was long as well.
It was very long. I was lost for a second.
Not the episode, the
Yeah.
skit, the little skit.
Like, I think I missed the part when they said the Met Ball, so I was like,
oh yeah,
is this another challenge? Like,
no, it was part of her being the new editor at Vogue.
Got it.
And so she was going to produce her first Met Ball.
Yeah.
Clown couture.
Clown couture. I mean, I
the
love
dresses
it. I love
were
the clown
cute.
couture.
It was really eccentric.
Yeah, it was. I didn't like it.
But whatever.
I loved Monet hitting Trinity on the head with a hammer.
Yeah.
That made me laugh. And that's about it.
I didn't.
That's about it.
Yeah. This episode as a whole, I really did enjoy it.
Yeah, I would
of
classify this as the worst episode of the season.
Yeah. And maybe because it's Manila's gone.
Closely followed by Jersey Justice. And I know you love that episode, and I did not get it.
That was so funny.
It like Jersey Justice had like funnier parts. Like
yeah,
they were there. Like
there were actual funny
wow.
moments, and this did not have them.
Yeah, at all.
I actually can't even really remember many episodes of the season. That tells you how the season overall has been.
Oh.
I'm actually
It's
enjoying
one of my favorite
Yeah,
seasons.
I'm actually the season I'm enjoying. This episode, no.
This episode,
really?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one and Jersey Justice are my least favorite of the season. My favorite is probably the lip sync one. That was the best.
When the
when the lip ones came back.
that was a good.
And not because of the outcome of it. I love when queens lip sync.
And it was like some legendary lip syncs, like
like
the fans actually want to see, like Farrah, Valentina.
Yeah,
People
you
been
got,
waiting to watch
you got
that.
what you were waiting for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't love me.
I love pheromone.
Ah!
I secretly love pheromone. But we won't
Tell me why.
We won't tell.
Tell me why.
I love when she moans and she's her face, she's like a big hit. I love it. That's what I love about I love pheromone.
Pheromone. So clearly we loved this challenge. Anyway, we find out that Monique and Trinity are the winners. Everyone else is in the bottom. They get a $3,000 gift card to the Divas Jewels.
Yes,
And a 3-night stay at the Standard East in New York, including airfare. I think Monique probably took that airfare to move here.
Right.
She's like, oh, I got a free trip to move.
Make it work.
I won't be on the return.
I'm gonna defer that until a later date.
Oh my god,
Yes,
that's
girl.
funny actually.
I don't know that that's true, but I think it could be.
I love that idea though.
Good thing it's on a.
She used it.
Start that rumor, everyone.
Oh, let me get the hose first, girl. Come on.
No, you don't have to pour mine first.
Bring me over.
Sponsored by Rose.
Then we're gonna go to deliberations. We're pouring some sparkling rosé first, though. Thank you.
Here you go.
And not the old kind that never sponsored us.
I don't think they make wine anymore.
Oh, you don't see it anymore?
It's not on. They don't carry it at the liquor store by me.
Who are we sponsored by today?
Here, girl.
Zargetto.
I don't know who these people are. It was in the refrigerated section. They do produce the cans now,
Thank you.
and it's not under White Girl Rosé anymore. It's Babe.
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 And I still enjoy them. I drink them on the beach when I go to the beach.
Didn't we have it? Well, we had them when we went to the park.
Oh, we went to the
Yeah,
park.
those were really good. Cheers. Again.
Cheers. Wish over rosé girl. She didn't finish her mimosa yet.
Sorry.
But she poured us all sparkling rosé, so
I ain't worried about her. Hey.
I'm just not drink mine.
Right.
During the deliberations backstage, all the girls are talking about the challenge, and Monique is just busy painting her face
I love
the
that
whole
too.
time.
Cause she knew she was gonna.
Listen, she didn't need to. I mean, do you really think that Trinity was like, I honestly don't know who I'm gonna pick. Like, do you really not know who you're gonna pick?
No. Trinity's smart, I think.
It was hard.
Trinity, because
to tell.
Trinity made the other girls tell her.
Yeah.
Who to
She
pick
was
off.
very smart.
And
then told them.
Then
And
said
then
they told you.
Yeah.
They both picked you.
Right? So what you gotta say about that?
Right. So then it wasn't Trinity sending Latrice home.
Right, it was everyone else. Everyone else said
Which
you
is
should
what
go
she
home.
said.
Yeah. Everyone else said Latrice should go. Yeah, I don't know that Trinity picked Latrice based on anything other than
Performance. Yeah.
Well, and which is I think really the best.
Isn't that what she
To
was
do it.
saying?
because at one point she said, she's like, I'm also considering outside of here and
As
the
a good
what the people
representation.
want and
Yeah.
who's going to represent this the best.
Yeah.
And to me, that's Latrice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is true.
And that's why I was like, oh, maybe she wants that Naomi home.
Yeah.
And maybe she's mad at Naomi for sending Manila home. For not following her rules.
That's what she should have did. I honestly thought she was gonna send Naomi home. But
Payback.
I mean, it would have been shocking if she sent Monet home. That would have been the most shocking one.
Yeah. Although that's the one I would have preferred.
I know, why do you hate her so much?
I don't hate her. I just.
you know why? Because he never got to experience her. Oh, we saw
Yes,
her.
you did.
We did with Bob, but that was
We
like
were all
really-
there together.
I loved her in
Right.
person. The thing
But yeah,
that
seeing her
disappoints
out
me.
doing a local show is
Yeah.
completely different.
Yes,
different.
and that's what I think it's like Miss Cracker, because I saw Miss Cracker several times before she came
And
on
she's
All
great.
Stars, or before it's on season 10, and then I just thought, when is Miss Cracker showing up?
Yeah, she wasn't.
I feel the same way about Monet.
She wasn't herself on that show.
When is
I
Monet
think she
showing
is
up?
more on All Stars than she was on her season.
Yeah.
Definitely, and like the best episode from Monet was the roast
Yeah,
of
she
Lady
killed
Bunny,
it.
because that is the most in her element.
Right. Yes,
Yes.
that's her strong suit.
So I want to see that every week. So it's like disappointing. Like Trinity is like, I mean, I love Trinity because I love her because she looks at
can
every
adjust.
challenge and she is a competitor. So she she's a pageant queen. So she goes and she does whatever she needs to do to like be the best that she can be. And I don't see the other girls doing that. And that to me is like a really strong winner. Like why you should win.
Like to me, for Trinity, I feel like she's able to adjust to any
She
challenge.
can. She can rise to the challenge.
Not a roast.
Right. So,
No, she's not funny. Yeah.
But yeah, she's able to adjust and she works well under pressure, I think.
She does work well.
So-
Which is same with Latrice.
So
Like
she pushes through.
I just don't think Latrice really ever stepped it up
No,
at
she
all.
did not this season.
And I don't know why. Why didn't you?
But do you think Latrice's biggest downfall was her runway looks or her performance?
I think it's
on the
part of it.
challenges?
Yeah.
Her runway
Runway was not good this week.
never changed.
Yeah, that's why we
The
should
only
wore
one
that,
is when she had
the
the
balls,
latex.
the latex
Yeah,
thing.
that
That was
was stunning.
amazing. One of her
Yeah,
best
that was her
looks.
moment.
Yeah.
It was probably her best look ever.
But then you followed up with this.
Oh.
I mean, come on. Or not? Yeah.
But yeah,
I feel bad.
don't feel bad.
It's
Someone's
hard
got to go home.
for big girls to
Right.
find clothes.
Girl, trust me, I know.
Sorry, I feel bad for
But guess what? I do.
I just feel bad for Latrice.
But Latrice has a very
Listen, Latrice gonna
challenging
be
body type.
Yeah.
I mean, as a big girl, I have my issues, but she has a few more issues than I do.
And you have like, especially to be on RuPaul's
Well,
Drag
and
Race, like your
she's
drag
like
has
8
to
foot
be
tall as well.
like your drag has to be elevated like
Yeah.
Exactly.
to the
Yeah.
best of the best. It's like you can't just be pulling out gowns every week.
Right,
Like
you have to change it
airbrush
up.
Mhm.
You have
lines
to change
like
it
that.
up.
Yeah, this is not season 3 when you was on originally. You know.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, that's my issue, is that her drag hasn't changed since
Yeah.
then. Like, it hasn't evolved at all.
Well, BB made it to the final
She got
with
new
that same
teeth.
wig.
She got new teeth. Yeah, BB's drag didn't change either.
Hey,
That's why we were all
cute.
convinced she was the mole.
Right.
Right.
It's like,
Hey,
this
no
wig
way.
again.
Possibly.
That's skill.
I still think she
Switch
was, and
it
they're
up.
like, oh,
She did
everyone
not
figured
switch
it out,
it
we
up.
can't do it.
Right. Exactly.
She wore that wig like 5 times.
The same way.
Yes.
And she wore it on season
Season
1.
She didn't cut it. Or
No,
style
no.
it different.
Because it was still
It was
thirsty.
still dried out and
Yeah.
hay.
Yeah. She loved that wig.
Poor
Um,
thing.
Yeah. What are we talking about? Oh, my other favorite thing about the deliberations was the editing. They had Monet sitting on the couch with Trinity and Naomi over at the mirror talking to
And
Amy.
Latrice.
And Latrice sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
And then they did it again.
Yeah.
She looks so sad.
Leave that poor girl alone. You're making it look like she got no friends.
Right.
And didn't actually Latrice say something? Didn't she like say like, I hear y'all? Or,
Yes,
like,
she did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Poor Latrice, just sitting there by herself in that ugly gown.
How long do you think that they have between
It's long, I
the
hear.
deliberate by the time they leave the stage and then the two come back?
I think it's hours.
It's
Because
hours.
they completely different looks.
Yeah.
And sometimes they do change.
But
Their
they
look,
don't
and
change their
sometimes-
makeup usually, and they had to.
They
this
had
time.
to. Yeah.
Monique's makeup completely changed.
Yeah, they had to.
Both,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they had no
I didn't
choice.
think that they were going to change because I asked Barry when we were at the bar.
I know, we were trying to figure out a
said,
cat
"Do you
song
think
that
they're
they
gonna-"
could.
Yeah, I was like,
could
do you
do
think they're going
lip
to
sync to.
change? Like,
We all thought it should have been Paula Abdul and the cat.
Yeah.
What was that song? Opposite Track.
Yeah.
Because that would have
That
been
would have
funny.
been hilarious.
yeah.
What a cool Paul Abdul songs on.
Who?
Yeah.
Can you edit that out?
No, not
Actually,
at all.
can you edit everything?
Paula Abdul?
Can you edit everything past my hand out when you do this? Who?
Latrice seemed very pissed that Monet and Naomi both picked her to go home.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part when Trinity was like, they chose you, you know.
They both picked you.
And the truth
She's like,
then.
well, I guess I picked Naomi then.
Then she got real. She
Yeah.
was like, alright, let me
You
do
know
it.
she's a petty queen.
Yeah.
She's petty.
And then for the first time, the two winners talked, which was weird.
Yeah.
Monique
Yeah.
and Trinity sat down.
At least that they showed.
That they've showed. I mean, they may do that every week, but this is the first time they showed it, that they were talking about who should go home.
Yeah.
Did they decide anything? I mean, they're not going to say, but
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't
I don't remember what they
We'll
talked
find
about.
out next week.
I don't really remember.
Find out
Oh yeah,
next week
and
when
Monique, I think,
pulls her.
definitely picked Trinity.
They made an
Picked
alliance.
She sent her home before once already.
Yeah.
There's an alliance going on somewhere.
There's such an alliance there. I'm convinced of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think if Trinity had been in the bottom, Monique would have picked her, and that's why I think they put Trinity in the top.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my opinion,
you don't think Trinity was one of the best?
No, here's my opinion. Monique won. They didn't need anyone else. She won the episode.
Oh.
In every aspect.
No,
in every
that's
aspect.
true.
In the challenge and in her outfit.
And the lip sync.
Not the lip sync.
We haven't talked about the lip sync yet. But I think they should have said, Monique, you're the winner.
You're right.
Everyone else, you're up for elimination.
That would have been
interesting. Because you think Trinity would have gone home?
I think Monique might have sent Trinity home.
I think so too.
Yeah. And so that's why they put Trinity in the top.
Rue missed a shot.
Because I thought it could have been, any of the other three could have been the top as well.
No.
I didn't think Trinity outshined them.
Oh, I do.
In any way.
No.
I think so. I think she did.
Maybe in her...
She was solid. She was pretty solid this episode.
She was fine, yeah. But that's when I said Latrice was fine as well, except for her runway.
Hey.
Every time I think of that runway, I'm just like...
But everything needs to be on point. This is the top, you know? Any small mishap.
No, there wasn't.
That's
small.
the way it is. That was not a small mishap at all. So we're gonna lip sync now to Janet Jackson's "When I Think of You."
Yes, yes, yes.
DJ is our resident stan of Janet.
Yes. Queen of pop. Not Paula. Sorry.
Not Paula.
Sorry. This is personal between us. Sorry.
I don't know why any of you think those are the queens of pop when it's clearly Madonna.
Yeah. Okay, that's a different video.
I agree.
That's a different video.
Madonna.
That's a different video. But yeah.
Listen.
When I Think of You, Janet Jackson.
Yes.
Guess who Janet's thinking about when she sings that? Paula. Because Paula was her mentor.
Did Barry say don't talk with your mouth?
She's over here eating worms, everyone.
Every time when I thought of that song, it instantly made me think of the Sasha. Wait, no, Asia. They did Janet Jackson for their
they
finale.
both did last time.
So I can't even see. Did they do When I Think of You?
Mm-mm.
No. I can't even remember what it was.
Yeah, but they did.
But it made me think of when Janet came on.
It didn't matter either. It took anything to do with butterflies.
Neither did Asia.
Yeah, and Asia
Shout out
did
to
either.
Rue for featuring.
She loves Janet.
Janet in her episode.
She loves her Janet Jackson. So as we said, both people changed and makeup and costumes. Monique's costume was ugly.
It was like
I didn't know what to say.
It was like a doily.
Yeah.
It was.
She has gotten her lip syncs this season have all about been ripping things off of her body.
Yeah.
Starting with her wig.
At least she's not pulling out any brown cow.
Thank God.
I feel like her lip sync looks are probably outfits she made herself.
Yeah.
Because it's very similar to that.
Her,
remember she had like that black one that had the, like I think it was green or purple over her titties on her chest. Mm-hmm. It was very similar to that, but it was in white.
It was ugly. And she took her jacket off, and then she took her skirt off, and then she took her jacket off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trinity took her skirt off.
I like Trinity's outfit.
Just to show her outfit was lovely.
Yeah.
It was cute.
Yeah, I thought Trinity looked good.
I didn't like her wig. Trinity's
I know
wig.
you said you said that.
I don't think she looks great. I don't think she looks great with brown hair.
I thought
it's natural.
It definitely, to me, it looked natural.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It was too flat as well. It was Cameron Michaels' wig. It was.
But it's good for like.
But that's what they do. They toss their hair with it. They toss it, and it stays on.
I wouldn't like hair.
Monique's also stayed on. I don't know if she was really doing anything with it, but it stayed on her head. But Trinity wins.
Which I thought, because you said to me, because when we were talking, you guys watched it Friday, I watched that Saturday.
Yeah.
So DJ, when I was kind of asking him about the episode, I said, or DJ said, you were talking specifically about the lip sync, and then you said that it was clear about like the top two performers. Mm-hmm. But then you said it was clear who won, but then they announced the other person. And so when I watched the episode...
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. Because when I watched the episode, and I thought, Trinity clearly won, so I was thinking that Rue was going to say Monique, and then when she said Trinity, I was like, yeah, that was right. Because to me, you wanted Monique to win, right?
No, I wanted Trinity to win.
Oh.
And I thought Trinity was going to win. When I saw her
Was it?
performing,
Then who did say that to me?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I was trying to trick you because you didn't see it. I was trying to
I wanted them both to win and have different lipsticks. So 2 people went home.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to happen.
Yeah.
Because I thought they were both equally good.
Let's get back to the top 3.
Yeah.
Why not?
I thought they were both equally good.
Well, really.
So I'm not going to dispute it. No, they like to do a lip sync off if they can, but they don't do that for All Stars, so I don't know why we have the top 4. There's going to be a twist, just so you're aware, everyone.
I don't know what this.
The name of the episode is The Big Twist.
Oh shit.
So I have decided that what that means is that they are going to bring back Jasmine, Farrah, and Gia, and one of them gets to win.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding, everyone. That is not going to happen.
That would be.
Actually, they're gonna bring the big twist. They're gonna bring back Ben, Katya, Ben, Katya, and Raven. No, Shangela, Katya, and Raven. The ones who really should have won their seasons.
Yeah, the ones who got robbed on their seasons. Yeah, those are the ones that should have won.
Oh.
Or maybe they'll bring back Manila. Rue's like, no, Manila won everyone. I don't know why you sent her home.
Right.
Who knows? But there's gonna be some kind of twist. History was made. Everyone on this episode.
Ooh.
Really?
Latrice made history.
How?
She
yeah.
has now been eliminated 4 times, more than any other queen.
Give her a crown for that.
And she also said she's been the most eliminated, and she came back the most, right? She had the most. No, her and Shangela are tied now, right?
Yeah. Shangela's been on. No. Yeah, Shangela's been on 3 times. And Manila. They've both been on.
But
3
listen,
times.
we don't count All Stars 1, so. What are you talking about? It's only on twice.
They count it when they cash their paychecks.
Right. So Latrice has been back 4 times, and she's been eliminated.
No, 3 times.
3 times.
She
All
She
Stars
came back
4,
twice, an extra
All Stars
time this
1.
time.
Well, during her season, All Stars won this season, and then she came back.
No, it's on episode. Like, she's been on 3 seasons.
Right.
But she's been eliminated 4
4
times.
times, right. But she came back 4
Shangela's
times.
only been on 3 seasons. No.
She's been on 3 seasons.
It wasn't a
and
new
came back.
season, that's what I mean.
Oh,
it wasn't a new season.
Shangela's been on 3
seasons.
3 seasons? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But only been eliminated
Justice for
3 times.
Latrice. Bring her back next season.
That'll be her thing.
So Latrice made history. Congratulations. Get the elimination crown for her.
Give her a crown, for God's sake.
And there's one other fun fact about this episode. So Trinity eliminated Latrice. Latrice used to be Trinity's boss.
Really?
Because when
Oh, yes. when she formed
Trinity
the thing.
finished season 9, she signed with Latrice's management company. They're no longer together. But I don't think that's
Clearly.
I don't think it's because of this show. But yeah, Latrice got her booked in all those jobs.
Oh wow.
That is so shady.
Well, there's gotta be a reason because they're obviously
They're,
cool.
they're
you know.
still friends. They are still friends.
Listen, Trinity, because I follow Trinity on Insta, that bitch works hard. She is always hustling, promoting, doing
Listen,
something
they
about
all work
herself.
hard.
I don't disagree
Except
about.
Jasmine Masters.
Yeah, she don't care.
She's on her couch.
She don't care.
smoking
She's
a
like, I did hear that Jasmine Mattress for this season was a last minute replacement. Someone had dropped out,
Oh.
and she found out a week before.
I wonder who it was.
I don't know.
Adore.
And she,
I
I think it was
Just
just.
about, I couldn't think of the name though.
I don't think she would come back.
No, she would not. She wouldn't.
You don't think she would?
I don't think so.
Well, that explains why Jasmine was
I mean,
so
until
blasé
she's ready to
about
promote
everything.
something, maybe she would.
Because Jasmine was.
But yeah,
totally
she's like,
blasé.
whatever.
Yeah, she didn't care.
Yeah. Next week is the finale.
Woo!
Are we all going out to watch it? I know you're gonna be at to work.
I'm
You're gonna be working.
What day is it on?
I'm going out to see it Friday.
We
Planning
have
to go
fun.
to
We have
Industry
fun.
Bar if you're in New York City. Industry Bar with Brenda Darling.
Love Brenda Darling.
They have a gigantic screen in the back.
Good, because you know what? People were standing in front of me at that bar and I couldn't see anything.
That's
I
where
had
she
a
was
perfect-
sitting.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're 9 feet tall. I'm like 3 feet
I
tall.
could see right over Gavin. It was perfectly fine. I stood behind Gavin and I had a great view.
Those bears in front of me were blocking me.
They were.
Okay.
You weren't there when the guy threw up.
Ew.
Oh, right behind us.
Right behind us.
Was I
Oh.
standing
And then could barely walk out.
Oh, gross.
No, they They
That was a
eventually
tie.
cleaned it up.
That was at 7 o'clock at night.
That was a tie.
It was
Well,
early.
that's what I
That's
said.
very
I said,
significant.
when
When
did
you
she
start
start
drinking?
drinking? Because someone had to literally walk her out of the bar.
Those gays, I tell you.
And she was probably
It
in
was
her
an older
60s.
queen. Oh, we living young.
She had a rough week.
She ended her week hard. So what they're going to do is a video for Super Queen. And Ruth said it's going to be singing and dancing. So I'm wondering if we're going to get singing live.
Ooh.
That bodes well for some and not for others.
Monet better prepare.
She got to sing.
Drink that living tea.
Get your voice going.
Get your voice together, honey.
I envision them all rapping because most of them can't sing.
I mean, drag queens do not really sing. They speak talk. You know? They sing talk.
Naomi does like spoken word
You know?
singing. Trinity
Even Ru
doesn't
That's what
sing.
Ru does. You know, Ru's not a singer.
Dare you?
Ru's no singer.
She's a super queen. That's all singing.
Super queen. Super queen.
You better
Well, I can do that too.
Yeah, oh, that's amazing. Our 3 all-stars, previous all-stars, are coming back.
Yep.
I don't know what they're doing, but Alaska mentioned it on their podcast that she was going to be back and that she would be part of the show, and I guess this is it, because she hasn't been on yet. But so we're going to get Chad Michaels, hooray, Alaska, and Trixie. Are we excited for any of them?
I'm
Alaska.
excited for Alaska.
Alaska.
And you know, I do like Chad also.
Oh, have you ever seen her?
No.
Peter and I had a lovely date to see Chad Michaels.
I love Chad until
She
then.
was a mess.
Okay, see, I
The
was
worst.
for her season.
The worst. And
I
for
love
being
her on
a
the
Cher
season.
impersonator, it was the worst Cher
It was the
impersonation
worst.
I've ever seen.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it was really bad.
It was so bad. Speaking of Cher, I'm going to see the Cher show
Yeah.
on Thursday,
Valentine's
Valentine's Day.
We're going to
A
see
date.
Miss Anita
I know.
Baker.
Had I known that was happening, I probably would have bought tickets for that instead.
Yes.
Caught up in the rapture.
I'm having the gayest Valentine's, and you're having the sexy, sultry Valentine's.
Yes, we sure are.
I may wear sequins to the Cher show.
Please do.
So what? We might too.
I don't know that she would appreciate it
Miss
as
Anita
much as
Baker.
Bob Mackey.
Yeah. I was gonna say something about the
What you doing?
about the all the queens going. Oh, I know what I was want to say.
I know.
You know what's so funny is that last season, and I have to appreciate this about All Stars 3. Last season, about All Stars 4.
Or stop cleaning up.
Last
No, I
season,
want to see the pictures.
Oh.
in All Stars
Oh,
3,
yeah, we didn't talk about
remember
that.
how they was so heavily promoted about the Handmaid's Tale stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And then never
And
happened.
it just never happened. So I'm
Right.
just glad that they didn't try and,
Do something like that.
think, let's promote this and we'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
Because those 3 queens haven't been prominent at all
No.
this whole season.
No, they were in the promo, in the cartoon promo.
Yeah,
And that
which
was
makes
it.
sense because
And
they
that was
won.
it. Yeah.
But that's it.
But all these other queens were in it too.
Yeah.
So we never looked at our last sheet.
Oh.
This is the scorecard, everyone.
Oh, Lord.
It's the report card. So we start with Monet. She has 3 challenge wins, episodes 2, 5, and 8. And she was up for elimination twice. Up for an elimination, not eliminated. Elimination on episode 4 and 9. So that's her scores. Monique has 3 wins as well. Interesting. Episode 1, 4, and 9. And she also was up for elimination twice on 2 and 5. None of those overlap.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm like.
Either way. And then you have Naomi with just 1 win. Wah, wah.
Poor
Episode 8.
Naomi.
And up for elimination 3 times on 5, 7, and 9. And finally, Trinity with 4 wins, episodes 1, 3, 7, and 9.
Yes, girl.
And up for elimination once on episode 5. It's also interesting that Trinity and Monet were never in the top together. Or the bottom together.
That's true.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that doesn't cross over.
Looking at this.
At the
this-
scorecard.
At the scorecard.
The report card.
Naomi, you should have went home a long time ago.
No.
Because you were in the top 8 episodes.
Right,
Like,
but that means she was safe.
But she
The
was,
first
no, she was
6
really in the
episodes.
top 3 the first episodes. They just didn't put her in the top 2.
Yeah.
And I thought she could have been.
You're right, you're
For
right.
At least one of them.
Yeah.
Well, we're looking at the report card. The report card says that you should have went home week 6 or 7. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, she kind of has the same track record as Latrice.
Latrice,
with
right.
1 win. The only difference is Latrice was eliminated once.
And that's when Naomi should have been eliminated.
Who did Latrice send home instead? I forget.
Latrice?
When she won.
Valentina.
Oh, Valentina. That's right.
Yeah, she wasn't up for elimination when Latrice went home, was she?
Who was
It was Monet.
Yeah.
Because Monique sent her home. Yeah.
But what I do like about this top 4 is that it's like a fresh group. They're,
Yes.
they're all like mostly current queens other than Naomi. So it's like, it's not like an old,
Yeah. It's
And
like a
Maybe it's not that
legendary
long.
queen.
She was season 8. That's not that long ago.
Why do I feel like she's been around for a
No,
while?
8, 9, 10, and 10.
So yeah, so it's like all new current queens.
Yeah.
So that's what I do like about, because it would have been,
And
it would have.
I saw online today, Naomi is only 24 now.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
young.
She was like 21 when she was on the show the first time.
She's a baby.
I feel like if Manila or Latrice would have been in the top 4, the scales would have been like unbalanced. Like this is like
Yeah.
an even playing field for
For who they
these
are.
top 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be it's anyone's game. At
It's
this
anyone's
point.
game. Let's go around and say who our top 2 are. Don't go by these scores.
Oh,
Go by what you see.
What you see or what
let
you
me go
want?
last because I got a process.
No, we'll do both. What you see and what you want.
Well,
What I see and what I want is gonna be the same.
what I see.
You can pick a top 2. Because I still don't know who's going to win, but I have a top 2.
I would. I mean, if going by the report card.
He said, "Don't go by the report card."
Well, what I want Monique and Trinity to be the top 2. That's my
Okay.
top 2. Monique has what I love about Monique is that I have really enjoyed her this season. I always enjoyed her on her season, but I just she just was she was more in the background.
Yeah.
But I really have enjoyed her this season, and it's fun to watch a queen that you don't really know kind of come into their own. And I just love Trinity because I think she's fierce. She's a good drag queen.
All right.
So I think if either of them win, I will be happy. But I don't think Trinity's gonna win. I think Monique is gonna win.
So we're going off of who we think is gonna be top 2.
Say who
Or
you
we
want to be in the top 2, and then you can say who you think will.
Okay.
If they're different.
I want Monet and Monique to be in the top 2.
I think they would be an interesting top 2 as well.
So I want them to be in the top 2 because I like.
Mon.
I just have I feel like I have like a connection with Monet because we've seen her for so long. So like I'm always rooting for her. Monique, I think she impressed us all this season. We should have knew this from like her Meet the Queens video because I know I got my life from it. So I was like,
Yeah.
I should have knew like we had like she was going to come and like slay the season. So that's the top 2 I want. Who I think is going to be the top 2. I think it's going to be Trinity and Monique. I think it's going to be Trinity and Monique.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you want to go or do you want me to go
Yeah,
first?
no, I can go now.
Okay.
So I think, I want Monique and Naomi to be. in the
Oh,
top 2. I
sure.
love Naomi.
Because you're a fashion girl.
Yeah.
I am,
Yeah.
but I think she still has yet to blossom, maybe, and she's gonna pull out something.
Trinity
I feel.
said that on this episode. She's like, she's improved so much from her season, but
Yeah.
she still has
Right.
a lot of growing to do.
And I feel like she's gonna pull. I mean, it's the last episode, so it's all needs to come out now. And I feel like Naomi has a little trick in her sleeve.
I think she does too. She's sneaky.
She's sneaky.
Naomi does?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she's sneaky.
She got those legs for days, so she's
Yeah.
gonna work those.
Yeah.
Trinity is strong, so I feel like she's gonna be in the top 2 no matter what. And she's smart. I get smart from her.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Trinity.
But everyone thought Shangela was going to be in the top 2 last season.
Well, she got screwed, so.
So maybe Trinity will too.
Trinity will screw somebody.
Manila was already screwed this season as well.
I
Yeah.
know. So I think Trinity and Monique are going to be in the top 2, but I would love it to be Monique and Naomi.
I love that none of you picked Monet. The top two I want would be Monique and Monet, because I think it would be a really fun
Yeah.
top two.
Yeah.
And they're really good friends, so seeing them compete against each other would be really fun. I think it's going to be Monet and Trinity. I'm not a Trinity fan, but I'm also not a Monique fan. And you all love her.
You mean Monet?
No,
Wait,
Monique.
So you say Monet and Trinity's gonna be in the
He
top
likes
two?
Monet.
That's what I think. I love
Okay.
Monet.
Okay.
I'm not a Monique fan. I picked her first to go home this season. Clearly I was right. And then I got stuck with her on our fantasy league, and then she was the only queen that gave me points.
Right. I wish I would have picked her.
So I think it will probably be Trinity and Monet.
I'm good.
Who do you want to win?
I want Naomi to win. I love Naomi.
I would shut
I'm not.
every gay bar in New York City down. Yes, no. She can't win. Sorry. I love her. She can't win.
Yeah.
Period.
Period?
For
No.
shame.
You know what it is? It's like Aquaria last year. I thought, no way should this bitch win. Because I just didn't think she deserved it. She didn't have it, whatever. And that all changed when we went and saw her perform live, and she owned that stage like it was hers.
Yeah.
And then you realize that she's been performing for most of her life because she started early. To me, I don't get that same read from Naomi, which is why I don't think that Naomi is like the seasoned
Naomi
queen that she is.
Can't control a stage like Aquaria can.
Trinity, why I love Trinity though, while I do love Trinity, Trinity to me is too hardworking in that she's trying to do whatever she can, but she doesn't own the stage naturally and like whatever. She's just out there working every angle.
Right.
For Trinity.
Trinity.
That's what I like about Monique, is that she is like, she seems more natural, but I think Monet is probably the more seasoned queen, has everything. Mm-hmm. I would not be mad if Monet won. So I am going to go with Monet, even though she's not in my top two.
That's fine.
I'm going with Monet for the win, but she's not in my top two.
For the win, I think I'm going to go with Monique.
I love that all three of you picked someone different.
I do. I feel like
You should pick Trinity.
So you're picking Trinity.
No, you should pick Trinity.
I do. Because we saw Trinity at DragCon, and she didn't own the crowd. Like, and that's a huge. That's a huge.
Seeing Trinity at
there.
DragCon
Yeah.
is shocking because she doesn't have that many fans.
Trinity, I wasn't a fan of hers until I started watching.
She
her
never
this
has
season.
lines at her DragCon.
I mean,
I've seen her like walking around taking pictures with people because no one was at her booth.
I think she's. Yeah.
I think after this, Monique and Trinity both probably.
They will explode
Gain,
after this. Yes. Yeah.
A huge
Agreed.
amount of fans. But she wasn't able to own the crowd when we saw her. At least the day we saw her at DragCon.
Yeah.
And that was
She
like
was
recent.
disappointing.
You know.
Yeah.
Monique, I do feel like she's quick with it. You know what I mean? So she can give you comedy. She can perform her ass off, and she can turn the look when she got the coin. So
So she just needs a coin.
She just needs a coin. Get Monique her coins.
Have a sponsor.
But obviously Monet, we know she can fucking turn it. So yeah.
Would Monet, if she did win, would she qualify as a big girl?
Yeah, Monet. Yeah.
No.
Is she big?
Oh
well,
no,
a fat girl.
No, she wouldn't.
Not like she's not like Latrice big, but she's not skinny like.
No, we saw her topless this week, and it was not.
It was she was not.
I saw that.
Yeah,
but I don't think we would consider
she got
her
man
big.
titties just like me.
You know what she has? Well, first of all, what she was wearing was like whatever that thing was that she had like all bunched up here. You know how she was wearing like that overall kind of thing, but it was like bunched up. It was so weird looking on her. I don't know why she was wearing it.
Yeah.
She's a thick queen.
She's thick.
For
Yeah,
sure.
but I wouldn't quantify her as a big queen. A big queen.
No.
Yeah, no.
A plus size.
She is no silky ganache.
I can't wait to see her on TV. I cannot wait to see her on TV.
I think we should start the hashtag of.
She no silky.
No. of tummy camel toe for
Tummy.
Silky Ganache.
Oh,
Because she came out in an outfit that gave her a tummy camel toe.
bitch.
It was so bad.
I love her. She's so far.
But I
She's
think she's
giving me
going to
what-
do well. She's going to do well.
Yeah, she's giving me what Monique gave me for the Meet the Queens videos
Yes.
for All Stars.
Yeah.
Because I never rewatched the Meet the Queens All Stars after I watched
Oh,
it.
yeah.
But with Monique and also Silky,
Yeah, no,
I'll
they-
rewatch
yeah.
them a few times because they were so funny.
Monique's was the best by far this season.
Anyway,
So-
my pick to win is Monet. I've been saying it for weeks now. That's because I thought Latrice was going to win and she failed me.
I thought Latrice was gonna win
I
too.
thought
Yeah.
Yeah.
everybody.
I think
thought
we
Latrice
all
was
did.
gonna win.
But she did not do it. That's that. So no one picked Trinity to win. Shady.
I would like Trinity to win. I mean, I really would. I think she's.
I think a white queen has no chance. Let's talk about that. So we all think a white queen has no chance of winning. Agreed? After 3 All-Star winners.
No, I don't.
You don't agree with that? Okay.
Not necessarily.
I think
Is
it's
the
even.
All-Star
It's-
win is
for me,
white?
it's even.
The first
The other
three?
The first
The other three, yeah.
And 2 of them shouldn't be.
And 2 of them, yeah. 2 of them
No,
didn't
because Raven
necessarily
should have won
win.
it. She's white.
Who said Raven should have won?
Me.
I don't think
Who
Raven
do you
should
think should
have
have
won.
won?
All Stars won.
Yeah.
I think either Latrice, Manila, or Jujubee.
Oh, Juju.
Girl, none of them were even in the finals.
I mean, but that's well. But I don't think Raven should have won. Honestly,
I mean, you might as well say.
I do not think Raven is a.
You might as well say Pandora Box should have won.
Yes, she should have won. No, I think I do like going in. Those were my top 3,
Okay.
and I think that they should have won if they weren't paired up.
Of the top 2 of each season.
Oh, the top 2. Who was the top 2 for season 1? I don't remember.
Raven and Chad.
Okay, who was the top 3?
They didn't
Well,
have
it
a
was
top
4.
3.
Oh, 4.
It was Raven and Jujubee and Chad and the girl you like, Chanel.
Yeah.
I would have went with Jujubee, but I did like Chad. So over Raven and between Raven and
Chanel.
Chad, I would.
It would be
with
Raven.
Chad. I would have went with Chad.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Chad and.
I like Chad. I thought Chad should have won his season, or her season.
Over Sharon Needles?
No, not over Sharon.
No, girl.
Well, that's me. Listen, that's my opinion.
My
And
claim to fame of Drag
love
Race
Chad during her
is that
season.
I picked Sharon Needles to win from her Meet the Queens video. She's the
Really?
only one I picked other than Bianca, who I just knew was
You
going to
knew,
win.
yeah, Bianca's like,
That was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But from Meet the Queens, Sharon Needles, I was like, that's the winner. She's the winner.
I love Chad during her season though. Sharon
Me
was
too.
good too, but
Well, Sharon was a new, different kind of drag.
It was new, yeah.
Which
That's
is
what I
why-
liked about it.
Which, yeah.
So I have a question
Yeah.
about Naomi. Do you think Naomi, they're going to have 2 look queens win back to back? If you have Aquaria who just won as a look queen who can turn the stage, but Naomi is pretty much a look queen who's like borderline, like she can.
She's not as
perform.
good of a performer as Aquaria.
Right.
yeah.
But what if she turns like something like Sasha did and like pulls a stunt and gags everybody? You know. Because I feel like she has that.
I
up her
want the
sleeve more than
stunts to
anything
slow
else.
down.
And the reveals, the wig reveals, and the outfit
No wig
reveals.
reveals. You can do one death drop.
One split.
Wait,
I
so
want to
they-
see them actually just
Sing,
perform the
yes.
fuck out of a song.
Yes.
But what
and
if
do it.
performing the fuck out of a song is also a reveal and a death drop and a
If
and
it works for the song, great.
yeah, not just
You
for
can't
it.
just do it to do it,
Right.
and you can't do 12 death drops like Monique will do to try and steal the attention. She
To,
does.
like,
She
break
does
my
3
heart.
death drops in every lip sync except
Yeah.
this week. She didn't do any, so I can't say that.
Well, so getting back to the original question about
What was the question?
Can another white
Oh,
queen
yeah.
win?
Oh,
A-
that was
after the 3
totally went
All-Stars,
off that.
after Aquaria winning, after Sasha winning before that. I don't think that Rue sees it
As a race thing.
as a that she has to have somebody that fits into this category to win it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that she thinks like that. So I don't think that Rue had any problem.
Do you think
with
Rue has the
Trinity
ultimate
winning.
decision?
Oh, I think so.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. After last season, I'm less
after
convinced.
Shangela, that shit was.
After Shangela did not win and she had Trixie win, I mean, come
Well,
on.
no, that I think was they realized that was a mistake when they did it.
But you could have gone back in
But
that.
you don't think the other producers don't have a hand in that as well?
I don't know.
Because what happens on the taping
Uh-huh.
is they do the lip sync, and then Rue leaves, and they're left standing out there for like a half an hour while she talks to the other producers before she picks a winner.
So is it an even playing field?
Because I noticed it really this time because
Yeah, well, you said
she took all of her clothes off. Monique did. And then when Rue comes back to announce the winner, she has them all back on.
Oh.
That's bad editing, editors. But yeah, I heard that she's gone for like 20 to 30 minutes.
Wow.
She's like,
After the lip syncs.
What's the tea?
Yeah, exactly.
And when I went to the live
Podcast.
taping, she did that after Asia and Cameron Michaels. And I think that was just like an emergence being like, what the fuck do we do now?
We
Because
wasn't
Asia was supposed to be in top
yeah.
2. And you can't give her the win for that.
Right.
And Cameron Michaels
Interesting.
shouldn't have been there.
At all. She should have went home when Naomi went on like episode 6.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad. I actually feel bad for Trinity with this.
Oh.
Because if she wins, there's going to be a lot of backlash. From the fans, not from like the crazy fans. They'll be like, oh, another white queen wins.
Yeah.
RuPaul's racist. She only wants to appeal to her white fan base.
But the other 3 queens she didn't win because
But then,
black,
but
right,
then
yeah.
if she doesn't win, it's going to be like, oh, she didn't win because they needed a queen of color to make it
Right.
look good.
Right.
So I do feel bad for her for
Well,
that.
Rue hasn't. I mean, I don't think he feels that bad because we're still waiting for a big girl to win.
Yeah.
So
there still hasn't
that's
been.
right.
I don't
exactly.
think Rue thinks like that.
Like,
And this is like honestly, is probably the most even play like top
yeah,
4
that's good.
or 3 that we've had pretty much ever because everybody is like really good
Yes.
and they're like close with the scorecard.
Well, and to your point, they're from 8 seasons, 8, 9,
and
10, 10. So they're all recent. I mean, I think that's what we probably all thought. If you had asked that question at the beginning of the season, I thought our money was on Latrice because she's
Latrice
Right.
is
black
vanilla,
and
yeah.
she's big.
Right.
And
You,
so
you kill two birds with one
You
stone.
can fulfill that, that need for there to be
Just
a
pick
big.
me. I can be a
queen.
big bird for you. No, I'm joking.
I want to say that people keep sending me the images of casting for season 12. I will never be on Drag Race unless I'm
They want you
on.
to try out?
Yeah, unless
Yes, I want you to try out
unless
too.
I'm on a makeover challenge, I will never be on Drag Race because I don't know how to do makeup.
Well,
That's a big issue.
But you can sew, right?
Yeah, I can sew basic things. I mean, I am not a seamstress.
He got
by
a
any
sponsor.
means.
He got a sponsor on there.
That is not true. If I had a sponsor, I'd be getting paid for this.
At least some free rosé. Something.
Yeah, all I asked for was a free bottle of wine, and I didn't even get that. What
I
about?
think you should try out though. But
It's never gonna happen. Never.
I think Drag Race would actually be fun if they did take queens that were in their first
New
Yeah,
queen.
they do
year.
their
Yeah.
first drag.
They're kind of their beginning.
Well, I think they're talking now spin-offs
they should have
of the
a
show.
Really?
Yeah.
Baby queen.
I think they should do a
Yeah.
baby queen
Baby
mentor.
queen.
Yeah.
Baby queen.
I
And you
think
just
that'd
pair
be-
them up with someone. Maybe it's a winner. Maybe because all the winners, I think, would come back for that.
Yes, like do like drag
Then
mother.
you would try out?
Drag mother,
I would
drag
do that.
daughters.
You would do that?
Yeah.
Do you
Not even a drag
No,
mother.
no.
No, like complete strangers.
Actually, what about
with
like
a queen?
What about drag mothers? So like you get like your 10 favorite queens from Drag Race.
Mm-hmm.
They come back as mentors and they get assigned a girl at the beginning
Yeah.
of the season and they coach them like throughout
Yeah.
the season.
I would
Yeah, and
watch
you don't have to be their
that.
drag mother. You can just be.
Yes. I
mentor.
like that.
Mentor.
I
Yeah.
like that idea.
So yeah, they're
And at the end,
talking
having
about
lip
spin-offs
syncs.
now.
For the crown.
What are they? Who are they talking lip syncs about? I mean, spin-offs.
It's just been out there on the internet.
Cause
Well,
I've heard
they
kind
already
about
had
Bianca.
spin-offs before. They had they had Drag You and
Oh,
stuff like
It
that.
was such a failure.
I love drag you though.
I didn't like Drag You too. Could you get a chance to see the old queen, like the?
I
queen
like the concept of it. I felt bad for the women.
Yeah, I don't think it
Did
should.
it-
It
they
should have
got
been
made-
men.
It should have been men that once like
Because
They got made to look
a
up like
woman
drag
doesn't
queens.
want to be made up to look like a drag queen for the most part.
Oh, no.
Some probably do
Not
now.
at all.
Some probably do now, but
What's
most
it
of
called? The
queens don't want
Dragulator?
that. The
Yes,
Dragulator.
oh my God.
That used to be an app, and I used to actually.
I used to do it all the time.
I'd put my friends.
And I
in
would
it.
look like the worst drag queen in the world.
Oh.
What about Instagram followers? It always plays a factor in who gets on the show.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think
And
they
of
should
these
count that.
4 queens,
Oh, who has the most?
Who
Oh,
has
Who has the most?
I know.
I bet probably Naomi
Naomi.
has the most.
Naomi.
She is.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she's.
I think she's right at 1 million.
Really? She's younger than the
I
others.
think she's the only
And she's also
non-winner
looked-
that has 1 million followers.
Really?
Wow. Well, Adore.
Oh yeah, she does.
Okay, but she also has
She
like.
does, but she has a
But she has
whole
her
other career.
music.
She has a
and
whole
she
other
also
career.
was on Idol, and
Yeah,
she's been around for a while.
but it took her a while to get to 1 million as well.
They did have that like article like not too long ago about who are the top 10 most popular Instagram queens.
There's only 2 queens of color that have over 1 million. Naomi is the most recent one, and Bob the Drag Queen is the other.
Do you not count Bianca as a queen of color? I mean, she's like.
I guess she is.
Yeah.
Because she definitely does.
She's passing.
She's
That's I think her issue. But yeah, I guess she is.
She looks to me more Latina out of, well, I mean, obviously. But like when she's in drag, she doesn't look
At all.
as.
But I don't think she does look
She
out
was
of
like
it
Joy
either.
Behar. No, I'm joking.
No, that was
I'm
Trinity.
joking.
I don't think she looks Latino, Latinx, whatever you want to call it.
Well, I think she's
out
too,
of drag.
isn't she?
She is super nice out of drag, I will say that.
Like
I
She
met her a few
seems,
times.
that's one thing I do like about
Look-wise?
Del Rio.
What?
She does seem
Look
really
wise
sweet.
or
No,
just
she's super
personality?
nice.
Oh, personality.
She seems really nice.
Yeah,
Like in
she
Humble.
is
doesn't
playing a
seem-
character as Bianca Del Rio. As Roy, she is a lovely person.
Well, that's good.
All right, any other thoughts? We've been rambling on for almost 2 hours now.
Really?
Wow, yeah.
Time flies when you're drinking wine.
Yeah. We're having our own little brunch here.
Yeah.
No food and all alcohol. Last thoughts?
Last
Last
thoughts.
chance?
Naomi. She's gonna win.
What do you say?
Last thoughts. Go Trinity.
Okay.
Well, mine is Go.
Monique.
You don't even
Monique.
know.
I keep having but Monique, Go Monique, and Go Monet. Go Black Girl Magic.
I really want them to be the top 2 now.
Monique and
Because I think it would be just fun. A fun
Mon.
battle.
Yeah.
Right.
The sisters.
Battle of the Mons.
Lip syncing for their life.
Lip sync for your life, bitches. Monique, your wig better stay on. What
Right.
would be really funny if they did, and then Monet took her wig off and did it as a bald queen.
But they switch wigs.
No, Monet,
Oh my
Monet
God.
rips hers off and throws it at her. Oh well. Okay, we're gonna say goodbye because no one else has any more thoughts. Gavin, thank you for being here for your first viewing.
Yes. He was in the audience last time.
Yes.
Did you say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you said okay.
Yeah.
So
No, I didn't say it tonight, but he was.
Oh, yeah.
When we
he
did
was
our
in the
live
audience.
taping, he was in the audience, but he was on his phone, not paying attention to us.
Yeah.
It's
His grinder was blowing up.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you next week for the finale.
Bye.
OMG, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
that was
it
perfect.
That was a good end.